Why the fuck you got a professional voice on, folks?
Demo TV 369. We're shaking with your bacon. What's good for the taking?
What? What are you talking about?
Partying and bullshitting. No, I'm talking shit. Ain't none of that going on right now, man. This ain't nothing but a little bit of Sunday madness. We ain't doing but checking and jiving right now. I don't know what this nigga trying to do. The sun is in my...
That shit coming down, boy. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm ready to get the sun in my face.
Good, man. Sun kiss.
Damn.
Where we at, G?
Nigga, I said it already. Your shit gonna fall, bro.
It ain't gonna fall. We good. I think. Alright, let's get it.
Demo TV 369, politically incorrect. You know the rest.
And we finna get high.
To everybody over there,
Yep.
follow the YouTube Demo TV 369. Like, share, and subscribe. I didn't mean for that to rhyme, but it's gonna do that all the time.
Okay. Bars. And candy bars with bars.
And candy bars, man. Like dad bars, like dad jokes.
Yeah, them bitches ain't hitting.
They ain't not at all. Not at all.
What's good though, man? It's early.
Just a couple things going on.
You get drunk yesterday?
Fuck no.
Okay. Smoke some, bro. You don't smoke, bud.
Nope.
Why the fucking sun so bright?
I mean, it's the sun.
That shit bright as hell. That shit too bright.
Oh, we got one looker, onlooker.
Okay.
We're shaking. We're just letting everybody file in. We got a couple more onlookers over there.
Where they gotta go on YouTube?
Come with it. Demo TV 369. Hit
Hey, you
the
gonna roll
at.
some of this bud up?
Hit the at button. Demo TV 369.
You ain't gonna
Demo
just hit the
TV
bud. You gonna
369.
roll some bud up too, dog. You can't just be over there waiting to get bud passed to you.
Shout out to Zeusy in the background.
Yeah, they gonna be looking shit up for niggas. So
You know what I'm saying? He got the furry neck right now, so shout out to Zeus with the furry neck.
Yeah, why your
Yo,
shit
they
so
quiet.
furry? What's up with the bubble coat fad right now, dog? Niggas running around this bitch with them shiny ass bubble coats, like bad boy.
It's been going on since the 90s. What you mean?
Niggas ain't gonna wear them nasty ass cat. Man, them coats
I
are
have
terrible.
definitely seen him wearing this since the 90s.
That shit.
Lacoste is
I mean, you
definitely
kinda
been-
fly.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you kind of
You Michigan Avenue Prospect fly. Hey, that bitch was slapping last night like the club. dog.
Michigan Avenue Prospect?
Yeah, the gas station.
The gas
yeah,
station.
nigga, that the fiends running that bitch.
The tropical weather outside. It ain't been cold yet. I mean, it's been cold, but not the same kind of cold. as
Motherfucking
regular
fiends
winter.
ain't gotta go in the crib. They out all night like Patty LaBelle.
Good morning.
You seen them?
No.
Dog,
They outside like Patty LaBelle.
out all night.
Like Patty LaBelle.
Mhm. There was a whole bunch of fiends out too.
God damn.
That shit was crazy.
Hope y'all ain't doing no fentanyl.
No, they was just chilling. I don't even think they was on nothing.
I ain't never seen a fiend just
You
chilling.
as a fiend, nigga was popping. Nigga ain't on nothing.
I ain't know nothing. He was just chilling.
A fiend ain't never own nothing. They
I
don't
ain't-
clean shit no more neither.
Oh,
They
you
don't
gotta-
clean nothing. They
Lazy
don't-
fiends.
Fiends ain't
gonna
got no motherfucking skill sets no more. Motherfuckers used to be good thieves. The motherfuckers used to cut grass, wash clothes. Now they just steal Cadillac converters.
I don't even think it's just fiends doing that no more.
You got real hard-working men stealing Cadillac converters
Got platinum in
after
there.
work.
Got platinum in
You
there.
see the nigga that just caught?
It's the second job.
You see the nigga they just caught?
Nah.
Yeah, they had a nigga locked up for that shit. Could you imagine getting locked up for stealing Cadillac converters?
Let me
You
see your- let me see
locked
your
up and then
paperwork.
they say, what you in this bitch for? Domestic? No, nigga.
Cadillac
Cat
converters.
stealing Cadillac converters, nigga. I had a motherfucking ring going. You a Cadillac converter ring ass nigga. That's crazy.
That's
Man.
nuts.
Yeah, man. But what you want to talk about, dog? I know you had a list of topics that I ain't agree with, so
I mean, shit. I don't. We can talk about anything, bro.
let's talk about anything.
What you got on your head then?
Man, shit. I'm really pissed off. I ain't got no sports to watch. The Pistons suck.
Man,
They terrible as fuck.
I ain't never really seen a good Detroit team, man.
Nigga, you sound crazy as fuck. Nigga, we won championships in Detroit. Don't do that.
Back in the day.
I'm not really the Lions. I ain't never been a Lions fan. You know, I made a lot of money betting on Tom Brady, but he sucked in the
Shout out
motherfucker
to
too.
Barry Sanders, man.
Barry Sanders?
Yeah.
Yeah, that nigga was kind of straight.
One of the last good people from Detroit.
You see, my man just broke his record though,
Who?
and them niggas had a losing season. How you break a nigga record in a losing season?
I mean, it's only right because you know.
No, man, them niggas. I
Barry
mean,
Sanders them never
was
even
Barry
ranked
not
top-
that? Was Barry not as big as we thought?
Well, he also had a lot of losing seasons.
Is he a losing nigga?
Yeah. He never lost many
Is he the
yards.
greatest loser of all time?
Yes. Besides.
Barry is the greatest loser of all time. That's
Besides
too crazy.
Reggie Miller, they're like synonymous.
Yeah, Reggie a good ass loser too.
Yeah.
Reggie been
And he
losing
had
for
a
a long
whole
time.
bunch of threes.
No,
He never-
Patrick Ewing is the best loser of all time, nigga. Patrick Ewing, nigga, the Knicks, nigga. The
Yeah.
motherfucking Knicks, they suck, nigga.
And his shoe is like hella mediocre too. It was a
Who?
dope,
Nigga,
mediocre
Ewing's
shoe.
was hard as hell. All the drug dealers had Ewings, nigga.
Right.
So how they suck?
Because they didn't have no longevity to them.
Niggas still wear
Ewing
Ewings right now. What the fuck is you talking about? Yeah, nigga, they sell Ewings.
Yeah, they don't sell Shaqs.
Yeah, they do sell Shaqs.
They sell
nigga.
Shaqs at
Hey,
Walmart.
Shaqs might sold. I don't know, dog. Shaq sold more Jordans than LeBron. I mean, more shoes than LeBron.
Listen, this is how. This is
No,
how
he had more trap spots.
Yes, it does.
He
Yes,
had
it
more
does.
trap
Yes, it
spots.
does.
Shaq had this shit at corner stores, Kmart.
At Walmart. Walmart is one of the best
Walmart.
and biggest distributors besides Amazon.
Nigga, single mothers used to buy fucking
And you gotta
Shaqs.
understand this. This is how retail works. This is how retail works. This is how retail works. He sells it to Walmart. They cut him a check and then they put it in the store. It's not like they're saying, oh,
So when he
but
pre-selling that
It's
shit?
pre-sale.
But I seen a lot. It was a lot of baby mamas in
And
the early,
ones too.
in the
And
early
ones too.
2000s that had Shaqs. Nigga, they kids had
Shout out to
Shaqs.
Shaq, man. Shaq is.
I don't know what the fuck you
For
talking about,
3
man.
years, and LeBron came out with the LeBrons, and there's been LeBrons ever since.
Man, you ain't seen no niggas wearing no goddamn LeBrons, nigga. Niggas don't just run around
I'm
this
watching
bitch with
everybody
LeBrons
gonna be
on.
wearing LeBrons.
I
Nobody
fuck
wearing
with
no
LeBrons,
fucking
man.
Shaqs.
I
fuck with LeBrons.
How many LeBrons you bought?
2 in my lifetime.
Fuck out. I ain't never seen. What they was the invisible ones?
Nigga, I ain't lived in Michigan in years.
Oh yeah, I
You
forgot.
gotta think about it.
You had some LeBrons too?
I got some LeBrons.
You wore them shits?
Yeah,
That
nigga.
shit terrible, bro.
The
Them
bitch
bitches
is
hard.
You get made fun of for wearing Shaqs. Who wants to be in middle school?
Nigga, you- nigga,
I am not wearing no
Nigga,
Shaqs,
I
bro.
got some Shaqs. I got the Reebok ones though.
Shout out to your Shaqs, man, but I'm rocking LeBrons over the Shaqs every day.
Okay.
Y'all niggas sound crazy.
No.
You rocking?
Shout
So
out to
you
the
not
guy-
rocking no Shaqs?
Hell the fuck.
Why am I
no.
rocking Shaqs?
So y'all worried about what other people think about you?
No, I just don't like
Not
Shaqs.
really.
I hate the way his jump man look and all that.
That ain't no fucking jump man. What the fuck is you
That's a
talking
dunk
about?
man.
That ain't no jump
That's a
man.
dunk man.
That's a nigga dunking. That's a nigga at the Magic
That's a
Square.
dunk man.
Would you wear the Dunkins or the Shaqs?
Nigga, did Duncan have some shoes?
No, need this shit Shaq. No, I'm talking shit, man. Shout out to Shaq,
I
man. They
wear
all
the
getting
Dunkins
their
though.
They all getting there. I can wear some Dunkins.
I wear some Duncan. Duncan got championships.
I hate to
Nigga.
say it,
Yeah.
but I'd rather wear Combs.
I'm wearing some Shaqs too. You can wear Shaqs with Coogee. Nigga.
Speaking of Kobe,
all white Shaqs with Coogee.
Speaking of Kobe, he got a jersey from 2007 and 8, and it's going for $7 million right now.
$7 million.
$7
God
million.
damn.
Kobe Bryant has that right now.
What number is it?
I believe ain't it at the 8?
Shit, I don't know. I ain't see the article.
It's
I wonder if this
one
is-
of Kobe's
I
though.
wonder if it's the 8 or the 24.
I want to say I saw the 8. I'm looking at it. I'm looking for it right now.
Yeah, that nigga Kobe was a beast though. Niggas ain't. I wouldn't wear no Kobe's though, unless they don't. Yeah, I ain't fucking with no Kobe's.
I'll
Dog.
fuck with Kobe.
It's Jordans
Look,
and church shoes.
If you
Nigga, that's
remember
all I do.
Kobe's very
Jordans
first
and work shoes. Jordans and work shoes. I ain't
You
doing no
seen-
fucking. I ain't doing no Kobe's, nigga. I ain't doing none of that shit.
If you see Kobe's very first shoe,
The
these
moon
are
boots?
The Adidas, I'd rather wear those than Shaqs.
The moon
I'm sorry,
boots?
Yeah.
Dog, speaking of Adidas, dog. So I'm watching the Drake
Yep,
champ
it's
shit.
the number 8.
Number 8.
Yeah.
Dog, nigga, rest in peace to the mama, dog. But I ain't wearing the moon boots.
You should have been.
I'm wearing.
But
some-
that
I'm
nigga,
wearing some
that nigga Kanye was on that motherfucking Drink Champs. We all know that shit. That shit got banned. They kept putting it up, taking it down, putting it up, taking it down. But this nigga, dog,
You on Facebook, Q? You on loose shit?
that nigga cute tripping. We trying to find out how to get to the YouTube shit.
You on loose shit, my nigga? You gotta be on loose shit. Cause I don't got mine up. I got mine on
that nigga Cute
YouTube.
City.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that nigga Q think Nas is the greatest rapper of all time.
You
dog.
said Q think Nas is the
Q
greatest?
think Nas is the greatest rapper of all time, and that's why I don't really fuck with Q sometimes, dog. 'Cause how the fuck do you think a nigga that picked terrible beats for half his career is the best nigga doing it? Dog? Like that shit crazy. Like niggas wasn't even checking for a lot of Nas shit. I mean, they was, but they wasn't. You know what I'm saying? But they wasn't.
Nas is a great.
He ain't. he a great out of Queens.
That
Is
nigga-
Nas greater than? I don't know, man. I think some New York niggas is overrated.
I don't know, man. I think Nas is great.
I
bro.
think Big Pun is the best that New York give you. To be honest with you,
I think that Big Pun was
I
definitely
think
one
Big
of the best.
Pun the best
ever.
the best that New York give you, and I mean after that, nigga. I mean Busta Rhymes. I think it's a lot of niggas that music grows on you better than what Jay-Z shit was.
He said, "I add him to the chat. You trying to go live with us?"
I don't know how to add niggas. Man, Garcia, you know how to add that nigga to the chat?
You gotta accept the request when he.
Can you do it? I don't know how to do it. I'll want me to hold the butt. That nigga cute, he about to come with some bullshit ass excuse why Nas ain't terrible. Q about to try to convince a nigga that Nas is a beast. He alright, nigga, but he ain't shit.
Who, Nas?
He got
Nas is a great. I'm gonna tell you why Nas is a great.
he's a great as of late.
The reason why Nas is a great because
He's a great as of
everything
late.
that he's ever done has resonated well over time,
Tell
and
him,
also
send a
too,
request. So we can add you.
Should a request, Q.
everything he done has resonated real well over time. I honestly think his side.
Or just go to Dibbo TV 369 on YouTube.
He wants to be added to the
He wants to be added to the group.
chat. Yeah.
Add that nigga.
You gotta send the request. Oh, he sent it.
There you go. Alright, Q. You more iPhone savvy than I am, nigga.
That's Facebook.
Add that nigga. Whoever in that bitch trying to get added, add them niggas. Add whoever the fuck was in that motherfucker.
You know, I think you could do one.
Nigga, why you can't add niggas? Niggas should be like Clubhouse. Nigga, you got headphones on, nigga. You got headphones on, nigga. The fuck is you practicing rapping?
Turn your phone up.
You about to say some bullshit, Q. I am high. I don't give a fuck. He the greatest loser of all time, nigga. He's the greatest loser ever. I'm giving him mad respect. You tripping. What they win? What they win? So what the fuck is the point? Do Chauncey Billups got a championship?
Chauncey is a bum compared
That's
to
that.
Reggie
That's
Miller,
that
bro.
New York Knicks.
Nah,
You a New York Knicks fan though.
Chauncey
You a Knicks
Billups.
fan,
Chauncey
though,
Billups is a bum compared to Reggie.
Man,
Just like Barry Sanders. That's the
you're
same
not
thing.
making no sense. Why not? That nigga Shaq had this both. Hey, that nigga Shaq ran a bag up selling them ugly ass shoes. Nigga,
Fuck
you
them
talking about?
shoes, man.
Man, you sound crazy. You
Fuck them shoes.
so you ain't never hit nothing that had Shaq's.
Dog, listen. Q, I will wear a Shaq jersey. I'm not wearing the shoes to match.
Hey, that's because the soles come off the Marberries though, nigga.
Oh
The
shit!
soles of fall off them bitches, nigga. You can be walking, you ain't gotta make no sudden movements. Them bitches are just. Fuck, you got a joint? Or is that a pen? What you writing, nigga? You in the booth? You need to take them Christmas decorations down though. Hey, you wildin', nigga. You said incredible, nigga, on a Sunday?
Yeah. Ooh. Ooh.
Why you not? Cause the nigga he ain't did shit till the last 2.5 years, nigga. What is you talking about?
Which means he still got standing
This-
again.
Most of this nigga hottest albums just came out. Am I lying?
Nope. Yeah.
Am I lying?
Yeah.
I didn't analyze them albums, dog.
Yeah.
You a Knicks fan, nigga. You don't know what the fuck
Yeah.
it's like to be at the pinnacle of nothing.
Dog.
Y'all niggas, you happy your team come out the locker room, nigga. The fuck, nigga, we got more championships than y'all niggas ever had. Fuck is you talking about? I ain't win shit. I'm just a fan. You a Knick. You a real New York Knick. You wear the whole uniform, nigga. It don't matter. It's more than the Knicks, nigga. Nothing. Y'all suck, nigga. Fuck is you talking about? Y'all niggas terrible.
Yeah.
The Knicks, nigga. Y'all lucky y'all got Derrick Rose. That's the only reason y'all doing anything. Well, shit. He brought the spirit of winning to y'all niggas. Y'all need to. But back to your Nas shit, dog. Nas, sorry, dog. He good, but he not good. When all the beasts was alive, still he wasn't really registering like that. You know what I'm saying? How the fuck is you one of the biggest rappers in the nation? You ain't got no producers on deck, dog. That nigga was with Dr. Dre and put out a dud. Fuck is you talking about?
You allowed at least one dud in your career.
Nigga, not with the greatest producer of all time, nigga.
You allowed one dud, bro.
And then you circle back and you done dropped damn near 3 or 4 classes.
And the
with
bitches
Hit
is
Boy.
hard. And everything
I'm just
before
saying,
that.
he was terrible.
No,
he
he
had to
wasn't.
wait on 30 years after Pac been dead to be good.
Nobody would have done with Dr. Dre though.
Dog, nobody got a fucking dud with Dr. Dre.
Nigga, Dr. Dre was dudding at
You
that
know
time.
what? Nas is just like Reggie
No, wait a
Miller.
minute. Dr. Dre was dudding at that time. He was trying to find where he was, and he didn't find it until he put on Eminem.
Man, what the fuck? When the fuck did Dr. Dre ever be a dud, dog?
Right.
Dog, you tripping. You tripping.
That's the dud era. That was the dud era because it was like a changeover in hip hop around that time. Dr. Dre had to refine his sound.
Dog.
Dr. Dre sucked.
Tupac died.
You sound crazy, dog. Dr. Dre was always Dr. Dre, dog.
Dog, come on, man.
How the fuck he put out 50 Cent right after that and that nigga blow up?
Because of Eminem's esteem. That shit was a fucking trash.
That was your man's though. That was your man. That was Nas. That was your man's. That was your man's.
That was
How
not.
many, how many, fuck all that though.
That was bad
Fuck all
marketing.
that. How many dud albums Pac have?
One.
Right,
Tupac
right.
lives now. Tupac
You
lives
can't
now.
bring up Nas and say he's a legend, dog.
He is a legend.
Tell me.
Nigga, how Nas ain't a legend though?
You said what? That's how the fuck your great album? How you consider the great, but your great album don't come until you 3 albums in? Dog, that's all they talking. Who's you talking about? Nas? Nobody talking about the first 2. Yesterday, nigga. Fuck is you talking about, nigga? Yesterday, nigga.
Because it was
Fuck you talking about?
a choice.
Man, this nigga.
No, I heard keep your head up in the OR last
He
night.
too used to losing. You can't be happy with losing all the time, dog.
I did
That
hear.
nigga, he like Reggie Miller. I can understand. You like what? Yeah,
Yeah.
he rolling up bud. He right here with this motherfucking New York jacket on. Come on, let's go. And we can do the part 2 out there in New York. I know y'all ain't really got no good weed, so I understand. I know y'all niggas out there ain't really got nothing popping, so I get it. When I get there, I'm already knowing we just gonna be on the living room and the front porch. I know it ain't gonna be no real action. So, you know, but when you come out here, we definitely gonna have good weed for you, dog. We're gonna have a good ambiance. What the fuck is that? That's some Reggie's in a loud pack.
This is called Super Sweet 2. It's a hybrid, a 33% potency.
Okay, look at you. You want? Let me know then. I don't want to be out there and be bored as hell, man. And we gotta hit that booth, nigga. Right.
At the lab?
That shit better than the Knicks game though, right?
It's at the lab?
Y'all dropping heat. That shit ain't gonna be like a Knicks game, is it?
Man, he don't know. He don't know, Q. He don't know, Q.
I ain't trying to hear no bullshit. Got a pistol motherfucker better pull
Hold on. What'd you say? Yeah.
This the best the Knicks ever been in the history of the NBA, nigga. When was they good? When was the Knicks good, dog? Right. Suck your teeth, nigga. When was the Knicks good, dog? Nigga, we done been, the Pistons have been trash a few times and got more championships than y'all niggas. Them niggas don't count in general though, but continue. Y'all don't have no athletic. Y'all, I don't think New York is athletic at all. I don't think nobody out there really athletic. For real. Like,
dog, you wildin'. This guy is crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
don't listen to him. Don't listen to him. Don't listen
y'all
to
got
him.
double
Don't listen to him.
teams and still be terrible. Y'all niggas got 2 basketball teams, 2 football teams, a lot of colleges, and no championships. Dog.
Yeah, but you know what we got now? We got smart basketball players. So you can either be an athletic team like Detroit and run this motherfucker all day long like this. Look, you can be running the court, but they don't know how to play basketball. So what the fuck does it matter if they're athletic if they can't play basketball?
Dog. They got some young talent. They got some young talent, my G. It don't matter if they smart right now. They
Yes,
gotta
it
be,
does.
They gotta be smart today, nigga.
Man.
If they
What
smart
the fuck?
in 3 years, they gotta be smart.
Don't
Now,
listen to him,
right
man.
now
They
they're
gotta
trying
be-
not to be
Well,
afraid.
this nigga said they don't gotta be
You feel what I'm
smart
saying?
basketball players. No, I don't feel that.
No,
they gotta
man.
be smart. They gotta be smart and athletic.
The niggas got some niggas, y'all you tripping, They got some. No, you can't say K the Beast.
Look, the Knicks are number 16. The oldest rotational player is 28. And we have 7 number 1 picks in the next 3 years.
And y'all gonna fuck them all up, though. You gonna fuck them all up.
The problem with the young media is that you don't let them become those players.
What you mean, let them? Them niggas gotta win. It ain't my fault they don't be winning.
Nobody's talking about that. Listen,
Them niggas do not win, dog. You like niggas that almost win.
how you feel?
Cause all the fucking teams you keep saying almost win.
I'm a Yankees fan. I'm a Giants fan.
The Giants, nigga. All right, I get the Yankees. You know you can buy a championship in baseball, but the Giants,
No, you can't.
You gotta really play baseball.
you can buy. The niggas bought championships. Though.
I don't think he's ever been to a
In ba-
baseball game.
You can buy championships in baseball.
You can't win baseball.
You can buy championships in baseball, bro. What are you talking about?
Hey, are you niggas feel like, what's that nigga name? Sugar Ray. He's from Detroit, right?
Which one? Your phone.
Just plug it up.
Some Ray, hold on.
You talking about Babyface Ray, nigga?
I don't know the nigga's name, but
Plug that up.
hold on, I'm gonna tell you right now.
Team Nisar, nigga.
Babyface.
Yeah, that nigga got that motherfucking heat going, nigga. What you talking about, nigga?
Right now.
He ain't like Nas. He ain't Nas, nigga.
Nah, he not Nas, but not one fucking soul on this earth is Nas.
Don't nobody want to be Nas, cuz that's the problem, bro. Nobody want to be Nas, bro. Niggas don't want to be Nas, cuz.
You fucking crazy. You know how stupid rich that is? That nigga is stupid rich.
Man, okay.
Why would you want to be Nas?
He almost put out a trash ass album, but he almost that last album wasn't. It had some low spots. That's all I'm gonna say. It had some low spots.
KB3?
Yeah, it had some low spots. It wasn't good as the first. It wasn't good as the first two. I think that's because he had Dirk on that bitch. He had ASAP Ferg on that motherfucker. He had Lauryn Hill on the second one. So he ain't had no Jay-Z feature on that bitch. You know what I'm saying?
And he shouldn't have, because the last shit they put out
Why
was
not?
trash.
If y'all the greatest two niggas left, fucking you.
Nah, he
Yeah.
shouldn't have had one. Nah, he don't need
Okay.
that.
Okay.
The last thing him and Jay-Z did, man, was trash. Him, Jay-Z, and Khaled. Remember that bullshit?
That shit wasn't that trash.
That shit was weak as hell.
I don't know.
Everybody laughed at that in the comments.
Listen, bro, I gotta tell you something about Nas. All right, fuck Nas.
This nigga sound like a bad rapper.
Nas not better than Lil Wayne, cuz you tripping. Nas almost good as Lil Wayne. He almost there.
Nah, it's almost good as
He
Lil
almost
Wayne.
good as Lil Wayne.
That nigga Lil Wayne is.
Yeah. Yeah. Why would he? That nigga. Yeah. Nas he almost on him. He catching up to him. But yeah.
So you know what I started doing Thursday? Let me ask you something. Who's the greatest hip-hop label of all time?
Cash Money.
Cash Money or Rockefeller.
Cash Money.
It's Cash Money. That's it.
Cash Money.
It's Cash
Death Row come in second, I think.
I'm tripping. Death Row was probably my first one.
I think Death Row come in second.
Fuck no. Death Row has 3 albums.
Fuck you mean Death Row got 3 albums? They got soundtracks, nigga. They got soundtracks, bro.
They got the old, yeah, but the Rim soundtrack, nigga,
Nigga, Brother Rim was a classic movie.
Above the Rim
nigga.
was classic as fuck. That soundtrack, but that's not what that was. That was Pac and that was Death Row.
yeah, but that's not what I'm talking
Man, that wasn't Pac's mixtape.
I ain't say that.
Oh.
about. No. Death Row can't be number 2. They had the run that they had was great, but other labels have had greater runs than that. But
That's Cash Money.
So when you ain't
Cash Money.
when you ain't listening to Nas to death and getting the wrong impression that he the best, who the fuck you be listening to?
I listen to everybody, man.
Who got the wave right now? You still listening to Meek Mill?
I never listened to Meek Mill. I haven't listened to Meek Mill since Dream Chasers 2.
You put me up on Meek Mill, I thought.
But listen, look, this is what you want me to hear what I'm listening to?
Nobody listen to Meek Mill. What the fuck? I'm over here confused. Like, why are we talking about Meek Mill?
You listen to Meek Mill. Q, you the nigga that told me, hey nigga, this nigga the new nigga.
Listen.
Tupac's back. I'm
That's
like,
it.
all right, bet.
On the roof.
Meek is good gym music, but Meek is not in the car music at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, Meek make that music you can go to the gym to for real. I do give you that.
Nah, I listen to Meek ever since the singing nigga put him in the bag. It was a rap for me when it came to that.
Yeah.
So how you feel about Drake though? You think Drake the best ever?
Fuck no.
Why not?
Because the numbers are inflated now.
Yeah.
The what?
His numbers. Let me step out because it's windy. So wait, check. So you can't put Drake has to be in a special category because he's in the streaming era. Like for example, when the people tell me that he matched Michael Jackson with the number sales and all that,
Yeah.
I was like, how? I never see nobody with a physical CD from Drake. So not his fault though. That's not his time. His time is the streaming where you just go on your phone and click it and that's that.
One click away.
But when you're comparing it to niggas that actually sold the product, like you couldn't listen to the Michael Jackson Thriller unless you went and bought it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
these are actual sales.
I was just seeing that a little while ago.
Now
And
that's
that
not.
time, hold on. In that time,
no.
people were actually invested in
Listen, my nigga,
the
I
work.
asked you-
Now it's just like one click away. So
You're asking me why I don't think he's the best. I'm explaining to you.
Dog, but hold on. Let me ask you something, cause I don't like Drake. Listen, my nigga, I don't like Drake. Listen, I'm gonna let you finish, but let me interject real quick. I don't like Drake, but fair is fair, numbers are numbers, right? So
No, that's not true. Because they say that X amount of streams equals to a number.
right,
Who is saying this?
right.
This is brand new. So somebody's making that up to fit their whatever their point was trying to be, right? But who's making this number? Who said that X amount of views equals a sale?
So my question is it Drake's fault that the industry is built like this?
No, I'm not saying that. Which I said
So let's go back to what I'm saying again then. How are you, I don't like the nigga, but how are you saying he's not the greatest if the numbers reflect it?
He's not the greatest. He's the most trumped up artist that we've ever seen in his time.
You asked me to tell you why Nas wasn't great. I'm telling you right now, because the numbers will reflect it. People gonna like what they like. Right now, I think you said Tupac is getting 20 million streams a month.
A month, yeah.
This nigga been dead for 24, 26 years,
So
right?
does that make him the greatest artist?
No, but no, my point is, if you that, you that. It don't matter, right?
okay, so no,
So why Nas don't do numbers like that is what I'm asking.
because that's not global.
Man, what the fuck?
Nas is definitely global, man.
Dog, this nigga just say Nas ain't global.
No, he's not though.
Yeah.
You feel like he lost his spark from like his earlier albums?
No, it's not that he lost his spark. It's that his fan base got old with him.
Yeah.
So you agree with
Yeah.
Boosie? You saying that his fan base is older, or they dead, or they incarcerated?
Yeah. It hasn't been a new watch.
So let me ask you this: where the fuck Tupac fans at? They dead too and still streaming?
Man, Tupac.
Hold on, my nigga.
Tupac ain't dropping new music. What you listen to is what you've been listening to since you was that hype when you was.
So good dope is good dope then, is what you saying?
Yeah, no, I'm not saying that Pac had. Listen, Pac had the most. So you know when you do circles, and you do another circle here.
Yeah.
Pac is at the gray area because he covered the poverty rap. He covered the rap, the street rap.
I say this all the time, Q. Pac was the prototype of what we see now. Everything from the jewelry, except for the mumble rap. I'm not saying that part. Everything, like you just said, the struggle, all the way up to the flashiness, all of that. Pac is the prototype of what we saw then. We see it now, except now we see him with dreads.
I gotta disagree with that. Rakim is the nigga that we see now. You dig what I'm saying? Big Daddy Kane is the nigga we see now. Cool G Rap is the nigga we see now. No. You see niggas with jewelry that's dressing fly.
Yeah, but Pac made
Hold
all that
on.
flashy though.
Man, get the fuck out. Them niggas put on way before Pac thought about putting that type of jewelry and
Man,
clothing on.
Pac was the poster
So-
child for that shit though.
So how was, hold on, bro. You telling me Rakim ain't as big as Pac?
No.
Do you think that LeBron is the greatest basketball player of all time?
Fuck no.
Hell no, nigga. He's not even the greatest basketball player in the league right now.
Well, he's fucking 40. He shouldn't be.
I'm just saying, he ain't been that in a long time.
Listen.
What's your point, my G?
What I'm saying is that LeBron, when he was young, he would beat niggas. He could, he could cover. He was a versatile player. That's
Yeah.
why. LeBron didn't just hit you with the music shit. He hit you with movies. He hit you with poetry.
Pause right there.
Hold on,
Pause right there.
let him talk. Let him talk.
Jordan and Tupac were the same person in different uniforms. What I mean by that is this: they were the poster childs of their era.
That's not true. Nah, that's not true.
Everybody's still gonna go out and buy a Jordan shoe.
Jordan was defensive player. That nigga was fucking scorer leader. He was an All-Star MVP. He was a champion. He was the MVP of the league.
Pac was the same thing. Pac
So
was
you
essentially
saying
the same
Pac?
thing.
You saying Pac wasn't getting the equivalent of championships in his era?
No. Pac was that during the Death Row era.
Nigga, he was that before that era, my nigga. He was selling records. Fuck is you talking about? That nigga had the #1 record when he was locked the fuck up. That was before Death Row.
Yeah, that was.
So what are you talking about, my
He
nigga?
was a movie before Death Row.
Listen, that nigga was already a movie
No,
star.
everything from Strictly
Hold on,
from
my nigga. Hold on, my
what's his name
nigga.
is,
Hold on, my nigga.
through the roof plate.
Hold on, my nigga. You still ain't proved to you keep the accolades you give other niggas. Does Nas have any of these accolades?
No.
Then how the fuck that you keep proving my point?
No, because Nas can rap better than everything he
Yeah. It might be a toss up of Lil Wayne, but yeah. Yeah, I gotta agree with that.
He almost good as Lil Wayne.
No,
He almost good as
no,
Lil Wayne.
no. You can't even put them
Nas
together.
is almost good
You
as
can't
Lil
put Lil Wayne
Wayne.
and
Nas
him
ain't
together.
fucking with Lil Baby.
What the fuck? I don't vouch for that. But
I don't give a fuck.
Lil Wayne
A talent
and
is a
Nas
talent, my nigga. If you
are
come
two
out the
different
gate
rappers,
and you
bro.
cold and you been going ever since you can see
Hell
Lil Baby,
no.
you can't take it away from Lil Baby. Lil Baby been going crazy since he started.
Lil Baby's the best rapper right now.
He better than Nas, bro.
Nah, he ain't.
He better than Nas.
No, he's not.
You just like Nas because Nas was trying to go to
No, he's
Africa
not.
and Belly. That's why you like Nas. I'm just saying. That's why you like Nas. Nas a cool ass nigga. He like to go and do it and experience shit. That's why you like Nas. I get it. Nas a chilling ass nigga that ain't gonna talk
Lil
loud.
Baby
but
got like
he
2
might
more
bust your
years.
head though.
Lil Baby got 2 more years.
Lil Baby got 2 more years.
Nah.
Nigga, what? Man, get the fuck out of
He's
here.
manufactured just like
Lil
everybody
Baby,
else,
Lil
bro.
Baby about the only nigga I can understand is what the fuck he's saying.
Yeah, he got 2 more years.
Yo, D, he was talking about that, right?
Yeah.
Did you like Lil Baby's new album?
I had a chance to listen to
I
it. I've
heard
been
it.
at work.
I heard it.
I was at work.
That shit mediocre at best.
The album been out for 8 months. Nigga.
Exactly.
I was working overtime.
He
Nigga.
got 2 more years.
I was working overtime. I ain't here.
He got 2 years.
I probably heard that old bitch on the radio.
But that nigga been out for like 4 years, 4 or 5 years already.
Mm-hmm.
Good niggas.
Your second favorite rapper, Troy Ave, though. So I don't know if I can really.
Nigga, Troy Ave is better than fucking Lil Baby.
Hell no.
Nigga, he can rap way better than Lil Baby.
Hell no, man.
You don't mean to tell me you don't think Troy Ave can't rap better than Lil
Fuck no,
Baby?
man.
I ain't say popular, I said rap better.
Troy Ave not better than Don Q. Is Troy Ave fucking with Don Q? Thank you.
Nigga, Lil
Appreciate
Baby and Troy Ave, I'm picking Troy Ave anytime. Now, stardom wise, I'm going with Lil Baby.
And that's your playlist. I'm not mad.
This
It's your
nigga,
playlist.
no, fuck the playlist. I don't got Troy Ave on my playlist. I'm saying he can rap better. He can rap better than Lil Baby, bro.
Hell no.
Come on, bro. He can
Look,
rap better than
no,
Lil
man.
Baby.
Yo, Didi, I put 100 and I think it was like 140 songs that were one of my favorite songs of the year.
Uh-huh.
You
On
want?
the playlist.
You good, nigga? You sleep? Fell asleep?
Hold on. What'd you say?
This nigga fell asleep.
Hold on, what'd you say?
That's what he's saying.
I put 140 songs that were my favorite songs in 2022 in a playlist.
Yeah.
I just sent it to you. So that's what I listened to over here. That's the type of vibes I was with last year. And I listen to everybody. But I don't want to say everybody, but at least the people that I know that I fuck with.
So your first, hold on, we're going to your list. Your first nigga in your list is Wale. Explain that.
My first one does not watch
This nigga said Wale.
I never been a Wale
You like Wale, nigga. You don't like Wale?
He's not one of my favorites.
Mm.
I can't listen to him. Like Wale to me is like, well yeah, I'll say it like that. Wale to me is like Tiger.
He like Tiger. Tiger got more hits than Wale.
Let me explain.
Tiger got more hits than Wale, bro.
He's been out more.
Put respect on Tiger's name, man.
Huh? You said, oh, that might be. I don't know.
Tiger
That might
has
be true.
more hits than Wale.
That
man.
might
Put
be
some
true. I gotta
respect on
look
his
at that
name.
real quick.
Wait. I'm saying that he's like Wale in the sense that he's not a rapper that I listen to,
Right.
but I know he keep a hit.
Who? Tiger?
Tiger and Wale.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Kinda.
Yeah,
Kinda.
No, Tiger keeps it hit.
Kinda.
Wale does too. Wale sneaks him in. If he got a girl in high heels, well, basically that's what he's doing. He's making high heel music like.
Man,
all
that
the
nigga
time.
Wale
He
be
sneaks
making
it in.
music for girls in 12th grade, man.
I ain't never seen that.
Flat
man.
out.
Oh, what?
Well, I don't, like I said, I don't listen to it, but I know he keep a hit.
Nah, yeah, he definitely ain't making music for girls in 12th grade.
Is his shit, Wale shit too dreamy. It's too unrealistic. You dig what I'm saying? That's why I say he making music for kids in the 12th. He not making adult music. That's why he don't fucking elevate.
Right. I like realistic adult street music.
Why gotta be street music? You don't like Stevie Wonder?
That's the shit that I like.
You don't fuck with Stevie Wonder?
I rap, huh?
I'm just saying in general.
No, yeah, I listen to everything. Did he know I listen to everything?
So you gonna listen to some Common, you gonna listen to some J. Cole. So it's really the package. You know what I'm saying? What are you coming with? How are your bars? You know what I'm saying? Storytelling. You know what I'm saying? Your cadence, all that type of shit.
Shit I like.
Right.
That's the shit that I like.
If your cadence ain't right, then what's the point?
Because I can listen to a Brandon Got a Baby. It's not a street song, but it's adult music.
Right.
Talk about real serious shit.
And that's why, like I said, I fuck with you when you say, I get why you say Nas is the best. Nas might be the most influential, educational or intellectual rapper. You know what I'm saying? Beating KRS or Chuck D out. You know what I'm saying? But as far as like the total package, as far as like even to the point where you sound like you contradicting yourself. You know how a motherfucker be touching so many different subjects in their music. You be like, damn, I thought this nigga was on this type of time. And, oh, he on this type of time? You dig what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's like, Pac was a nigga that was on too much different type of time. You know what I'm saying? So
Let's go back.
motherfuckers, they fault him for that.
Let's go back to Wale for a hot second. Hold on. What you say?
That's the shit I'm reading right now.
What's that?
I know what that is.
Che Guevara.
Yeah.
It's a Cuban revolutionist.
Mhm.
Hey, send me that picture of that book.
I got you. It's a really good book. I'm like 200 pages in. I think it's like 5,
When you start reading that?
2 weeks ago maybe.
Okay. That's not my man out of Cuba, is it?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what it is.
That wasn't Batista? Who was that?
Che Guevara.
Che Guevara?
Yeah.
You don't see him all
So
over the shirt?
in the summary, what's his story?
So basically, he's actually from Bolivia. He's from South America,
Right.
but he traveled through Latin America, going up Latin America, helping the people. He was for the people. You know what I'm saying? He was helping the people out, going against the governments and things like that. And he was a doctor, so as he was going up, he was helping the community, empowering them, getting his beliefs off until he eventually got to Cuba. Once
Right.
he got with Cuba, he looked at things similar to what's my man's name from Cuba? The dictator in Cuba.
Fuck.
What's my man's name? I don't forget his name. He died. He had niggas going.
Fuck, what's that nigga name, man?
Going against the Cold War. You know who I'm talking about, though, right?
Yeah. Fuck, what's his name,
So
man?
he had similar beliefs, but he was like the way he wanted to go.
Fidel Castro?
Yeah, Castro.
So the way he wanted to go about it was different than Castro. That's where they, you know what I'm saying? It's like Martin Luther King
I know.
and Malcolm
You have to
X.
plug that.
You said Martin Luther King was what?
And
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
That's what they want.
Pardon me, fellas.
Yeah. That's a dope book right there. You gotta send me that. I'm about to show you what I've been on the last couple days. It's dope, man.
Hold on 1 second, Q. So, while he's doing that, I just looked it up. Wale has a hit every year except for 2022 or 2023 that he's been out.
Oh shit, I forgot about Wale.
Wale, yeah.
Fuck Wale.
I just looked it up though. Sorry about that, fellas.
Here.
Okay, yeah. So can you still there, Q?
Q froze.
Is it? If you're still there, look, check it out. Every year that he's been out, every single year he has a hit except for 2023.
Wale?
Yep.
Yeah, that's dope, but I don't know. You good, Q? Can you hear it?
But it is safe to say that Tiger makes more childish music than him. You there?
And Snoop, with an answer that made me look at music different. Because did you know?
Say that one more time. I didn't hear the whole question or statement.
I said that I seen an interview with Snoop Dogg, right?
Right.
And they asked him about Soulja Boy. And his response made me look at rap different. Because when Diddy first got to New York, I was anti-everything, nigga. And if they want some trap and shit, I don't want to listen to that shit. At least most of it. I fuck with Jeezy off the rip. It was one of the few trap niggas that probably like off the rip.
Yeah.
But everybody else, I wasn't on that shit. I done fuck with it. If we went to go with Boom and Boom would play all that shit, that shit off, nigga. Put
Yeah.
some black people, right? I would be straight New York shit. But Snoop Dogg said in that interview when they asked him about Soulja Boy, he said, yo, you know what the beautiful thing about hip hop is? The culture is so big that there is space for these other type of rappers
Mhm.
with their own sound that it might not be doing what I'm doing, but I fuck with it. So by the time that this is where we were talking about Zeus yesterday, was it last night? I think it was last night, where we were talking about where the studio was when I got there. When I started doing music there, I went there to spark a lot of people to create music in that studio. He'll tell you, because we was on it.
Mhm.
We was
Over
on
there
it.
off of over there by the outlets, right?
Yeah, and what Black was saying is that he wanted to do a song with Zeus. The problem was when Zeus went there and started recording, it was a lot of internal problems with the other artists in that studio that maybe Zeus did not get the same space to create and make music the way other people did prior to him before he got there.
Mhm.
Right.
So when Zeus got there, it wasn't good vibes like that.
It was terrible vibes at that time.
Right. So he said, Clef said he wished he would have been able to make a song with Zeus.
Right.
Because with both their styles, it would have matched so well.
Yeah.
It would have been incredible music together.
Yeah. Fact. That's a big fact.
Word, that's what we were talking about Zeus yesterday. And I was like, well, I got my shit off of Zeus, nigga.
Yeah.
I got my song.
Yeah. Oh, what's that song? Because I keep thinking Fancy Ho, but I'm not. It's not that.
It's the language.
Yeah, the language. What takes me back to that is when we was in the strip club playing everything.
Right.
So I heard Fancy Ho first, and then the language came on right after that. And I remember being in the sunken seat, sitting down like this, just chilling, and we ball up the ones and throw them at the strippers. And then that came on, and it just kind of got a little bit more lit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
But I want to hear new music from you guys, man. It's 2023.
Yeah.
That's why I told these other niggas. Cause I'm like, yo, Pat always been telling me for a whole year. We've been drinking, watching games, smacking in my chest. You know, I always do it to niggas, right?
Yeah.
When I was like,
Pat was like the nigga who could swim but would never jump in the pool until niggas pushed him into that bitch.
Right, so I told him, yo, Pat, let me tell you something, bro. You're really fucking like, you're a dope MC. I told
Right.
him, I played him off that list that I sent you. There's a song
No, not that.
by Freddie Gibbs.
Uh-huh.
Sound too much.
In the white bag.
Too much, right? But
Right.
he sounds like Gibbs a lot.
He does got a
Like
got a
who?
feel. Freddie Gibbs.
Every time I heard Pat, he's from South Carolina.
Yeah.
Right.
He don't rap like a New York nigga, but he's lyrical like a New York nigga. He's been in New York for so long.
Yeah.
That he has that like that South Carolina accent, but he rap his ass off.
Yeah.
So I told him I never heard you with a bounce like this one. Like I showed him the Freddie Gibbs song. I think you would do good doing something like this.
Uh-huh.
I seen them go in the studio and they pulled up a joint where I heard a little with that cadence. I was like, yeah, nigga. But I listened to it from the living room. I was like, yeah, nigga, he doing it. So I didn't rap. I didn't want to interrupt him. So he said something. How did the fuck that hook go? But you're gonna start seeing the music. I'm gonna start sending you niggas music once we once we get it finished down, whatever. But I definitely I got like 5 joints that I picked to the side. I want Lou on this shit. I want Zeus on this. I want Beanie on this. I'm just waiting for you niggas to tell me if you niggas is working, cause
I mean, nigga, I'm always working.
Art
It
school.
just gotta be. I ain't rapping no shit that ain't like.
Art
if that
school.
shit ain't like crazy. I ain't fucking with it.
I'm
So
putting-
long as that shit crazy, I'll fuck with it.
so niggas send me some crazy shit.
Art school. Art school. Dropping at the beginning of March. Art school. Art school. I got a project coming called Art School. I'm gonna send you the artwork to it in probably.
Diddy, what are you doing with the COD, bro?
I'm gonna take a couple things off of that and use it on Art School, but I'm reorganizing that. I don't really like COD no more, except for a couple of songs. I feel like
You still got joints with me, yo.
like some of the how can I say this? Like the Donald Trump song that we made. It's not even called. It just reminds me of talking about Donald Trump. It's me, you, and
Zeus.
yeah. On that one, I like that song. I'm gonna keep that song, but it's not going on Art School. Not the first. I'm about to make a wave for it.
I know which one you're talking
You know, okay. That is one with I got one with Gator. I can't even remember that, but the song is so hard. I gotta keep it. I gotta keep it. That's going on Art School. You said scrap that one. That verse is cold.
Either that or just take his fucking verse out and just keep it as a verse. Like, remember how I did the
Yeah.
how I switched the verse.
Who engineered the song?
Itchy.
Who engineered? Who you still got the session or something?
Itchy did that.
You ain't. Why you don't be having your shit on like a separate hard drive or something?
I do.
So you ain't got the session on that?
We do. I have everything that worked in.
Yeah.
So you can send that bitch to like Zeus or something. We can redo some shit, take some shit off.
That's what I'm saying. Based on the songs that you like,
Right.
like, because you got joints, my nigga. I just feel like there's some shit that just doesn't, like, I'm having Gator on a project for what?
It don't make sense no more, right?
It don't make no sense.
Um,
Take the nigga off.
but that beat, but I gotta keep Boom on there because Boom's on there. You know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about,
What's
right?
up with them niggas anyway?
Hold on. You know that the song with Boom on there, I could take that off, probably put Lou on there or something like that.
That's what I'm saying.
Why you gonna take Boom off that bitch?
No, not
He ain't
Boom.
no-
I said
oh.
Gator.
Oh.
So, yeah, send me that one. Resend me that one with him off of that. You know what song I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Actually, matter of fact. Pardon me, but you gotta do your job on this one. Take back everything that you don't feel like nobody should be on and gut them and send it over like that. That way, I might come up with a different I can come up with a different creative process for how I can put that together inside of a volume of Art School. 'Cause I'm not gonna call it Cup of Destruction no more.
The other night, I was with
Yeah.
So Clef gotta come through and he's engineering because it's just out all night long. He's a DJ.
Yeah.
So while you leave, we record. And like, yo, Itch, I left 2 joints there.
And then Itchy does the mix down and all that good shit.
Right. So Itchy don't got time to be recording it, but they got jobs and multiple side jobs and shit like that. So he doing what he gotta do. Happy for Itchy, right? But
Yeah.
now he taught Clef enough to where he can record us, and then Itch take it from there, right? They'll clean it all up. So the other day I'm with Brandon. He's like, "What you wanna fuck with? What you wanna listen to?" I said, "Nigga, y'all ain't gonna be talking about my emails no fucking abyss. Nigga, you got joints in your email because Brandon was never a nigga that recorded. You always get the joints in his email, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, play some shit you have in your email, nigga." And the nigga said, he brought you up. He said, "Yo, I'm gonna play a Will joint. But
What?
this joint right here, nigga."
But what? That's cool to make that shit, but what platforms niggas trying to put that shit on? And what kind of marketing niggas trying to, you know what I'm saying? That marketing gotta be right. It can't be no, you know, shit can't be no waste of time. Niggas gotta get some bread off that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm used to getting bread off that music. Hold on.
That's why I took all my music off. Right now, my
Yeah.
music is not on Tidal, it's not on none of that.
Ah.
Because I'm gonna repackage everything. I'm talking to Mike West to remix and master the Sour Life. That's one. I need to get
That's a
that
classic,
right.
dog.
Put that up, right? The mixing of mine one, I'm probably not gonna put it on because it's not. I don't have the files to go back and retouch it. But everything else is gone. So I'm a.
What's up with them? What's up with them niggas? They still in the booth and shit?
Nah, Boom is in love and
Why we laughing at love, man? Let's be in love.
See, I thought you said he was at a place. Then I heard love. Okay, what's wrong with that nigga? He can't make no music in love?
nah.
Was he drunk in love?
Nah, this nigga's not wired like.
He's a toxic artist.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He needs to have shit.
He like, he ain't like Kanye, is he?
He's a toxic artist. He needs to. His best music comes from when he's being toxic to himself.
So we gotta get him in the booth if he toxic right
Or
now.
unless he just having pure, unadulterated fun. Like
This the
anybody.
best time to get him in the booth then, right?
Nah.
He needs to feel his, like, he's like me. Like, I need to be inspired by shit in order to want to make music.
You just trying to be like Nas. You don't really want to make no hot music. You want to make lukewarm music.
What song that Brand pull up?
I don't know what it is.
What's my man name that gave me the beat and did that, man? He just went quiet on us. Tiger. Shout out to DJ Tiger, man.
Who was that? Where you from?
New York.
Yeah, he from New York.
He went down south though, right?
Yeah, he went down south. I think he living in Georgia and shit.
Okay.
But he gave me that beat, and I believe that was the first beat I actually threw at you.
Yeah.
That he gave it to
Hey,
me.
since the nigga that came down here.
Yeah.
I think we were listening to it in the studio when he said it to me, and you would be like,
He don't rap.
that shit's tight, like, nigga, that shit's tight, nigga.
Yeah.
And I was like, where you fuck with that? Yeah, nigga, I hit you with that Magic Johnson.
Cause y'all did
Hey, what's up with Jay Sins? He ain't gonna get in the booth?
Sin's gonna be an easier person to get in the booth.
Yeah, cause we gotta have more than you and Boom. We gotta have everybody if possible. And then plus them visuals gotta be right, cause I'm thinking about coming out there right after my birthday. But it ain't gonna be for like but 3 days, so we gotta make sure we get, you know, whoever the motherfucking the nigga that shoot your videos around and shit.
Yeah, no doubt. I got people to shoot the videos, not a problem.
what's up, what's the name of from out from not DC. But the
Virginia?
yeah.
I know. What are you talking about? The singing nigga or the video nigga?
The video nigga.
The video nigga's dead. He owed me a video anyway. 'Cause I went there with
It's good to have kind of things.
He
in the
owe me a
pocket,
video
though.
anyway.
He shot Success.
Hey, send some links of what he shot.
He shot Success.
Hey, he shot the shit y'all shot in that
Nah, he shot this
Who
right
shot
here.
that?
I'm about to show him.
My nigga holds Hollywood.
Shout out to Host of Hollywood. Damn.
Okay.
I
Hey, hey, what's the weather like out there right now?
That shit's cold, niggas. What's up?
Motherfucker, I know that. I'm talking about. Hey, is it video shoot friendly? Do it look like y'all gonna get some?
There's always video shoot friendly, nigga. If you wanna go outside and shoot some.
I don't like the cold though. I don't like the cold. So right now we should be churning out the music. We
This
should
shit got 8 bands on it.
we should be churning out the music right now.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I wanna do.
I mean, you know, Zeus right here, he engineer, but you know, I got my other nigga that engineer too, so it had to be a toss up between them two niggas.
Remember this?
Who the
You
fuck
paused
was that?
again?
Nah.
No, this dude, he got a gift. He got a gift. That's clean. I don't want your channel to knock my channel due to the fact my music is
And
playing.
then don't let my page get knocked up either.
Yeah,
Nigga.
no, I don't think so.
What are you talking about? I turned the volume down.
Oh, I thought you had it up. Oh shit.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, he the one who shot
God
this.
damn. Now this the nigga you talking about to shoot the shit?
Yeah, from the DMV.
Oh yeah. We lit then.
And that was years ago. This is 2016, so he got better cameras. He got more
Oh
experience.
yeah. I seen that joint before, but I ain't know that. Okay.
This bitch got 8 bands. If we would have promoted it a little bit more, this bitch would be up in the hundreds.
Yep. For sure.
Was you still smoking on that bullshit weed you got?
Yo, Q,
Yep.
nigga, you did this what? You did this with 31 subscribers? And 7 videos.
What? He had 31.
Yeah, 31 subscribers and 7 videos.
Because the thing with, you know what it is with me though?
It's the aesthetics of it. That shit, it looked good.
Most of the time, I was the one that was putting my music out. But I did like, you know, the way I saw Jay and 50 and them niggas do it, like everything that I did, Will was on, and he was getting represented. And Boom was getting represented and shit like that.
Yeah.
So, that's why I feel like we did a really good album. It makes me upset we never put that out. Because at the moment when you were making those joints, like Sky Dwellers and Day Days,
Day Days and Sky Dwellers, that's coming out. That's coming out on our school.
Hey, did you feel like you was gonna cry or nothing, or
and I was gonna what?
cry?
Sometimes, yeah. Working with this nigga like Boom and Diddy, and ain't no fucking.
Nigga, I remember when you hit me up and telling me to tell this nigga to drop the project. He didn't want to drop that shit. That's why I asked you, like, nigga.
It's gotta be right. I feel like it's right now. It gotta be right. I feel like now it's right.
Nigga took forever to drop that shit, or wanted to drop it. That's crazy. But that show like a sign of like perfectionist. You know what I'm saying, motherfucker? Cause I kind of feel it. That's why I don't really be like, unless the beat crazy or something. I don't really be giving
Everything
a fuck
on it,
about
every
that
beat
shit.
on there is crazy.
That shit gotta talk to you.
Every beat is original and crazy. Yeah.
If
Yep.
that bitch don't talk to you, like I don't even want to, you know.
But yeah, but that you gotta understand something. Let's say I have 1,000 original beats,
Yeah.
and they're hard,
Yeah.
but not every single one of them is gonna talk to you.
That's why I can't. I mean, that's cool, but long as I got like 50 of them bitches, you gotta remember, like niggas come from like factories of doing music. You know what I'm saying? Like nigga had an in-house studio, producers around all the time. So all that YouTube shit didn't exist for niggas. You know what I'm saying? Niggas had to.
I was never the YouTube nigga.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta have a couple producers that you fucking with.
Yo.
Yeah, that's what I had.
Automatic, Dark King.
Dark King.
That shit go. I was listening to that at work the other night, man. I was like, this is on our school. This is on our school. I ain't never like. I think matter of fact, since the accident, let's touch on that. Since the accident that I had, that was me coming back out the gate with some more hunger in my heart. And I remember we was coming, I want to say from Middle Island, and I kept asking you for that beat. That beat kept talking to me because you kept playing. I said, no, go back to that.
Mm-hmm.
I said, go back to that. You was like, you had a look on your face like, I'm not giving you
We
this.
blowing it down, bro. We blowing it down. It ain't gonna stop. It's not gonna stop.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell
Yeah.
And I will tell you this, and I've never told them that, but not for nothing, nigga. I did a lot. I'm not saying I did a lot more for you, but I definitely give you more room as an artist to step perform. Because I was giving you every single one you wanted.
That's because we was fucking working together all the goddamn time.
But you was the beat plug. You the beat plug. I need some beats. Send me some beats. Send me some beats that I sent. You know, we has. Listen. You send the beats. We'll send back the hooks. We'll work out the kinks. You put a verse. Van put a verse. Send it back. We have all that shit done. It ain't gonna be nothing. That shit ain't nothing. Man. Come on, man.
I'll send you a bunch of.
But I don't, like I said, it can't be that bullshit though. Like it can't be that. You know what I'm saying? Like it gotta, like if it ain't talking to a nigga, dog.
Dog, this.
You feel me? And then we got this nigga, this motherfucker. He probably already got shit. We just
I'ma
gotta
tell you
take it off one beat and put it on another beat. You
I'm
feel
gonna tell
me?
you what it is with this nigga Q. You gotta FaceTime this nigga and let him go through his beat selection. You gotta sit there, intimately speak to him. Right.
Right.
Right. Cause that's where a lot of the music came about, was turning pages. Oh, I like this one.
Yeah, I was gonna play some shit. And me, I like, I like, what's the word for it? I'm very, let me get all this together, right? So I have a little list. I could be playing shit, but I'm keeping everything. I'm trying to see how this nigga's time, what the beat drop, all that. So,
Right.
So I just be playing shit, but at my phone, I'm like this. Me. So next time I'm just with Will, it's like, yo, I need a list or something. I already have a list of shit that I know he fuck with.
Mm-hmm.
So now
Right.
I'm just playing shit that I know he gon' his eye going crazy with. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I don't know songs came out like that. Not me just playing beats and his eye, yo, I like this.
But the only thing is, you know what I'm saying, niggas gotta get on that shit like ASAP though. You know what I'm saying? It can't just be like, you know, we talked about that shit and then you come out here and we done came out there and we ain't have nothing together to be able to do what we gotta do. You know what I'm saying?
I'm active right now. So
Yeah.
This is the perfect time to get me because I'm trying to record something every weekend. So that's perfect. So during the week I'm FaceTime you some shit.
That's what. Yeah. Yeah.
Tell me whatever you like, and I'll send them over. And
No.
I'll expect them back within a week, at least with a hook.
Mm-hmm.
You know what
And like I said, we just keep bouncing that shit back and forth. Just keep bouncing that shit back and forth.
That's it.
But that shit gotta be a consistent flow though. You know what I'm saying?
I smoke papers now. I don't smoke benches.
What you, Wiz Khalifa Mexicano?
You know what I mean?
Okay. You gotta do something to make that terrible ass weed hit better. I feel you.
What's your
You over there you got Reggie Miller's.
What's your policy on that week? 23?
No, it ain't nothing. It's a little light. Nigga, I'm about to tell you. Fuck is you talking about, nigga? You got me fucked up, nigga. I do this shit, nigga. This shit. It's a light little 25.4.
That shit looking like 33. I don't know.
Fuck out of here. You ain't smoking on no Larry Bird packs, man. You tripping.
I work for a fucking weed company, nigga.
Do you?
Yeah.
What they paying for their engineers? Are they maintenance techs?
I don't know.
You switched the career up, huh?
What you doing over there?
That's my side hustle. That's just my high side hustle.
What you doing over there?
Nice.
What is that?
That's the name of the company, Five Boroughs Cannabis.
So what is it? Recreational out there? What is it?
Nah, it's regular weed.
I don't smoke.
Mm.
This nigga passing me the weed though. I don't smoke.
That nigga need to smoke.
I don't like smoking.
Yo, that's the way I came into the chat. I was like, man, fuck all that you niggas talking about. Active glass and eating, nigga.
No, you know that nigga Didi gonna lay down and go to bed if you give him some weed or something.
I used to fuck with Diddy too. I'm like, yo, come outside with me, nigga.
But you know what though? That's how God show you everybody don't need to be high.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta have a nigga out the clique that ain't blowing no bud. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, I'm out of a little bit, but I gotta head out. But I'm definitely gonna link with you during the week and play some Beast League.
Bet it up.
This nigga know what I got, so
Yeah,
I gotta play.
yeah.
I gotta play that, man.
You got the list?
Yeah, I be having this list.
No,
I got a beat pack in here, but I want you to intimately pause, get in tune with him so that you can start getting what you want.
Talking about the list of what we talking about.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Man,
I'll play some shit for y'all. Wait till you hear the new shit that I got.
Send me a sound bite. I don't want it. Listen, I don't want the whole songs. Send me sound bites. Send them boys to my Snapchat or something like that, or the phone. Yeah, just give it a, you know what I'm saying? I like the element of surprise of hearing a little 15, 20 seconds.
peace. Hey, how you get off that shit?
It's gonna be the Detroit business later. I'll let you later.
I'm talking about
All right,
Fuck the
bro.
Knicks. Fuck the Knicks. Got the list of what we talking about?
How the fuck you get out of this shit, bro?
You'll figure it out. You a New York nigga. Y'all smart.
The list of what we talking about.
Yeah.
How you mean that? I thought you were talking about the song list.
No, talking about the list of what we were talking about. The pod.
Oh man, we kicking it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Chill, nigga. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
what's the list though? I want to talk about that though. Some of that shit.
You ain't got nothing? I do got so I got stuff, but you know I like to be natural. I don't want to just have no. Yeah, I like. I'm kicking it.
But still, what's the list? I still want to know the list. What's the list?
So, shit. Anybody watch the new BMF?
I ain't got to see it.
You ain't see? Yeah, I did. I did. What you think about it?
Shoot. They. What can I say about it? 'Cause it was
You
a
gotta talk
dope-
louder though.
It was a dope
You gotta use your grown voice.
My notes. That's what it is. But it was a dope little episode.
What you like about the episode?
I like how you know, in the very beginning, you know, starting off from, you know, the last episode, and he like, you know, he trying to, you know, take back over, you know, make his way back into the game. His brother Terry.
Who trying to get back into the game?
Terry. He ended up taking that drop for Doggy.
I think he did that shit because he seen them niggas had them checkpoints. He was trying to make sure D Mick ain't get knocked. You know what I'm saying? So that's why he was doing that. Nigga, what you mean? No, that's what earlier that day, the nigga had the other fucking passenger in the car. He seen the checkpoints. Meech had told him that he was gonna send B Mick out there. So Terry went and grabbed the dope. And he grabbed his kid.
Mm.
And his baby mama, and they slid about that motherfucker. He took the dope to Ohio.
You know what I'm saying? I think he gonna gravitate to go and be back.
You think, nigga, we know that the nigga went to prison for selling drugs. Nigga, so he gonna be back in part of being
Yeah, it's all foreshadowed.
Are you in suspense? No, I'm just wondering, like, do you think that he not gonna be in BMF?
No, nigga, it's motherfucking. Nigga, we know the story, but at the same time, it's a TV show.
Yes.
So you
say anything can happen. He might not be a part of BMF in this TV show.
We don't know what's gonna happen next in this TV show.
Why would the fuck 50 not make
We
Big
don't know
Meech's
if
brother
we don't
a part of BMF
We
in
don't
the
know if
movie,
it's gonna
in
come
the
in
show?
this season or next season. We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know. It's still a TV show and we don't know. Yeah, I get it. But that nigga gonna be a part of BMF. He got a chain that said BMF in his drawer. I think it's foreshadowing. I don't know. We gonna see though.
What y'all think about Gunner unfollowing? I'm sorry, getting unfollowed by Lil Baby.
I don't fuck Gunner. I mean, you can't really call him Gunner no more. We gotta come up with a new name for him.
Gonna tell?
No, he can't have Gun in his name. Fuck, you gonna have Gun in your name and you telling everybody.
Gonna tell.
No, nigga.
Last
You
but
can't
not
have no
least,
gun in your
YouTube.
name. What's his government name? Whatever his government name.
Sergio Kitchens, I believe.
I ain't calling no nigga no Sergio. See, like, what's his fucking middle name? He probably got a fucking weird ass middle name too.
Sergio Kitchens out here telling, yeah, so he asked everybody in YSL for some forgiveness.
He asked for forgiveness.
Yeah.
You can't tell on niggas and then ask for fucking forgiveness, nigga. That shit sounds dumb as
That's
hell.
crazy. How you gonna ask everybody for forgiveness?
That shit retarded as fuck,
It's
nigga.
still fresh on my heart. I might be going to jail forever.
I know I told on y'all niggas.
But I'm so sorry. Can y'all forgive me for that?
That's crazy as fuck, nigga. That don't make no sense. That don't. How the fuck do you think that you just gonna be able to? Nah. I don't get that. Young Thug turned down the plea too,
Yeah.
so he could have did the same thing.
I
He
think-
ain't do it.
I think that Young Thug is on. I hate to say it, man. It ain't looking so good for him, man.
You never know.
Yeah.
You never know. Niggas ain't think it was looking good for Bootsy.
Yeah, true, but I don't know.
Niggas ain't think it was looking good for Bootsy, and he bounced back.
At the most, I hope he gets like maybe 5 years or so.
5 years for murders?
I
They
mean,
trying to throw that nigga. They trying to make that nigga the kingpin.
well, if anything could happen,
That's what they say. Cause I don't
if
know.
anything
I
could
don't-
happen, then that's probably like some of the best information you could probably get. Like, oh, we're gonna sentence you to 5 for these alleged murders that we can't prove that you actually did.
If they, man, I don't think they coming with no bullshit like that.
That's
They
what I'm
gon-
saying.
They
So
gonna hit that nigga with.
that's why I
I'm
said
trying
it
to
don't
hit
look
him with
good.
at least like 15,
how could
20,
that look
20,
good?
25. That ain't looking good, nigga. That's fucked up.
How can you have any hope in that?
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you can't.
Okay.
I don't think it looked good. I don't think it looked good for him. I think he gonna end up, like you just said, doing the 15 plus. 5 would be like, again.
He'd be
that
lucky
would
if he get the cop to like 20, he's straight. If they give him a plea deal for 20, and that nigga facing like 30 or something, or 25 to life, nigga, he gonna take the 20.
And then for every supposed life that there is,
Cause you still gotta do 80% of the time.
Yeah. They ain't
Well, I
gonna
don't
run,
know.
They ain't gonna run no
Cause it
no
might
murders
be
concurrently.
it might if you go off the state guidelines, it might be, you know, he might not have to do 80%. But
Yeah.
nigga, that
Yeah.
shit fucked up though.
So what do y'all think about the 82-year-old man and his small claim to survival fame? There was a lady who recorded him, asked him, why are you still working at your 82-year-old age?
Motherfucker
He
that
said
asked
he
him
had
probably
to.
don't know how much shit costs in the world.
Yeah, but no, they still did something very, very nice for him, and they raised money for him. They got over $100,000 for him so he could retire.
Was he black, white?
He was white.
Mm.
So
You think that was white privilege?
I thought that was old age privilege.
Oh, age privilege. So do you think it's other 80-some-year-old people that be at work?
If there's one, there's more.
So why they ain't getting no GoFundMes?
Why ain't you going to an 80-year-old person to give him a GoFundMe? That's what you.
I ain't never
It
thought of
seems like
shit.
that person did the right thing. So okay, boom, this guy's 82 years old. I'm gonna go.
So if you do the GoFundMe with somebody, is you keeping some of the bread with them? Like, hey, I got you 100,000. I got to take 15.
I mean,
I got to take 15.
that's on you. If you that's between you and that person. I feel like if you're gonna do that,
that's still 85,000.
I feel like if you're gonna do that, then I mean, why not? That money wasn't there at first, but at the same time, like it's on you. Like, do you feel like this guy should have the whole thing, or do you feel like you should take a cut?
Now, would you do it like? What if they say no? You can't get the 15. You just gonna give them the whole 100,000?
Yeah, I mean, I still will. You 80 something years old, and you still working
Mm.
because you said you got to. Man, here go this money and retire, bro.
So you wouldn't take the whole 100,000?
No, that's weak. I'm gonna give it to the old man or old lady.
So would you make up a fake page for a motherfucker and get 100,000?
I mean, if you a scammer,
That might be the move.
If you
might be the move.
go out here wanting to scam, that might
the
be.
move.
I can see scammers taking that and turning it into something different.
Because the motherfucker might have died by the time I got him the 100,000.
God
What I'm supposed to do? What I'm supposed to do?
Damn.
If I got 100,000 for an 80-something-year-old motherfucker, and I get to their house and they say they died, am I supposed to get a family? I pay for the funeral for sure, but do I give them the rest of the money? Because they didn't give a fuck. This nigga was still working. You know what I'm saying?
At the end
They
of the
didn't give
day,
a fuck that nigga
that's
was
between
working
you and
still.
that 80-something-year-old person due to the fact that you showed concern, and that person needed.
But do you trust the family to give it to their family?
Hell no. No.
Because you didn't stop
No.
this 80-something-year-old motherfucker from
I
having
don't
to go to
trust.
work.
No, hell no. I trust if that's your intentions to do it, I trust you to do it. I don't trust the family to do anything like that. Once it gets into one family member's hands, it's gonna trickle into other family members' hands. This person don't deserve this. Well, I could just skim 80-something thousand off the top and bury him. Like, you know how shit go. You know what I'm saying? So, nah, no, put it in that man's hands if that's your intent. And if you gonna take something off the top because you the one who brokered that deal, then do it.
So if you gonna tell the person you taking it, or you just gonna take it?
Sometimes it pays not to say something.
So you gonna take it? And
I
just
mean,
be like,
it
look,
depends.
hey, you raise 100,000, we raise 60.
If I'm out here
We
brokering
raise 60
deals
if you
for
got
people to
100,000,
retire,
if you raise 100,000, you be like, hey, we raised 60,000 for you,
yeah,
and you keep 40.
I'm not doing that. That's fucked up.
How? This nigga didn't have nothing.
Yeah, no, I ain't doing that. I'm giving him the money.
You giving it 60,000
Yeah, nah.
and you keeping 40.
Let me put this in. If this is good perspective, if I can raise somebody 100,000, and let's say I'm doing it for more than one person,
Right.
I'm taking 10 off tops. If you go across 100,000 into 120, I might take that 20, and you keep the 100. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm brokering the deal. I'm actually doing work. I'm getting you some type of life insurance.
You future. You get niggas free bands.
So therefore, why wouldn't I take mine off the top
But why mine can't be 40,000?
for a $60,000 deal?
No, 100,000.
I mean, if that's what you do.
100,000. I'm giving them 60. I'm keeping 40. You saying for 100,000, you keeping 10 and giving them 90.
Yeah.
You blessed. Okay.
Especially if I got more than one per year.
What you doing?
If I got more than one clientele, I'm taking
What you
taking
doing?
10 pieces off 100.
You taking 10,000 off 100? If you get niggas to GoFundMe page slap.
Especially if you got more than one person.
If you got one person, cause nigga you
I
ain't
might take a good 20 with one person.
20.
Mm-hmm.
20 sound fair, but nigga you seen inflation
Yeah, but I ain't had that 20 at first.
and you ain't had that. They ain't had 60.
Right, so therefore,
So if you giving them 60,000,
I'm still
they can rest for a year, at least, and get their bearings together. Maybe do another GoFundMe. Or
Man,
maybe that GoFundMe's
listen.
still going.
What I'm saying,
You know what I'm
man,
saying?
look, that part. But if I could get 100, if I give him a person 100, 100,000 is the total, and I take 10, or maybe shit, I take 20, I might start promoting that. Like, I'm the guy who gets you GoFundMes, and now I got more GoFundMes for old folks. That's a new business. That could be a new business.
I'm taking 40,000. I'm not doing that shit. If I raise $100,000, I'm taking 40. That's 120,000 every 3 people. You gonna make 30,000 every 3 people.
That depends on what I'm doing. If I got more than one person,
If I got more than, I'm talking about having more than one person.
okay.
I'm
now,
blessing niggas with 60 bands.
You blessing people with 60 bands. You giving
Right.
them a life insurance
I'm giving them $60,000. I'm giving them tangible money.
to retire off of, right? Is that the goal?
Or flip it.
Or you just giving them old? Or you just giving old?
Or they
people-
can flip it.
Are you giving? So, like, what's your
Them
intention?
old ass
Are you
niggas
giving
like-
old people
they go to
retirement,
hell,
or are
man.
you just giving them money because they old?
I'm giving them old people money.
Well, then whatever the fuck, then.
If
like-
you old, you getting some money.
But if I'm giving them retirement plans, I want you to actually go enjoy yourself at 82 years old. I take my 10 and just keep on, or 20, and keep doing this so I can get more people to do it to.
Okay.
So then by the time I'm 80, y'all don't gotta do that shit for me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But you can be done. You can make a couple million in like 3 years doing that shit if you do it the way I'm saying. Just take your 40,000. They got 60. They can go buy something. They can go live with a daughter or a son. They got 60,000 plus they've been working anyway.
Yeah, I ain't gonna do that. I feel like
Okay.
Playing with
You gonna be
people-
blessed. If
I
it's,
feel like playing with
You
people's
might
death
be-
is
you
not
might be
good.
blessed. It's
like,
not playing with- Nigga,
like,
they
what's
didn't-
my intent on this?
they didn't have none
Your
of the money
intention
at
is
first.
everything.
They didn't have none of the money at first.
I didn't either. I'm not saying you wrong. All I'm saying is
You
I
saying you
want you
right,
to go
though.
retire.
You saying you right.
I want to get you the 100 bands so you can go retire. I'm gonna keep 10 or 20 depending on how it's rolling out for me. But what I'm saying is I want
I'm
you to
not, about to
actually
be
go
I'm not
retire.
about to be working for motherfuckers to get 100,000 off my hard-earned money.
So basically, you saying I'm just out here scamming.
No, I'm giving niggas 60,000.
Hey,
Fuck with
hey,
you.
hey, let me-
If you
okay.
ain't fucking with me, you ain't fucking
Let me
with
see
me.
your bank. Let me get your banking, your route number, and your what's the name?
No, I don't want none of that information. I'm gonna go.
That's what that's.
I'm gonna go cash out all the 100,000, right?
Duh.
And I'm gonna give them 60,000. I might give them 60,000 and an extra 500 just so they can go take their family out to eat.
60,500. Come on, bro. I mean, shit, they
Why
can do
not?
that anyway.
But
But
why-
500 seems like an insult.
when they ain't have-
60,500. If you don't keep this goddamn 500 goddamn dollars,
They lucky I keep the whole
no,
100,000.
that 500 gonna get spent in the wire.
Why would?
They gonna take that out with the wire tax. Keep that fucking 500 goddamn dollars.
So, do you want to see more people doing that for old people?
Yeah. I
And,
definitely do.
and what's the cut you think that they should be taking?
I mean, it's at your own
If you was
discretion.
the cut commissioner, old folks GoFundMe paper.
That depends on the volume of old folks that are managed. I mean, with one person, I'm definitely not taking. I'm not doing the 60-40 with one person.
Mm.
You see what I'm saying? I think that if that person is trying to retire, then that person should get the
So you think a motherfucker can retire off 100,000?
at 82 years.
Cause they gonna die anyway.
Come on, man, let's keep it funky. You know what I'm saying? Death might be around the corner. I
So
ain't
that's
saying,
a nice little 3-year plan, but what if they live to be 80, 86?
You know, that's listen. It's 100,000 that you didn't have.
But this how you
At
do it,
82
though.
years old,
No, this how you
that's
do it. This how
100,000 you
do
ain't
it.
have.
This
What more
how-
do you want from me?
This how you do it.
What
Old
more do you
people,
want from
old
me?
people know old people. So you
Man.
get one nigga to work for you.
Yeah.
So now y'all looking for other old people to get go fund me
Man,
for.
no, you
Listen,
can tell-
nigga, I'm trying to get you to get an empire going.
Bro, that's some straight up.
I'm
dope.
trying to get an empire going.
This nigga Chucky busting dope moves. This nigga said, he said, listen, old people don't listen. I agree with you.
Old
I'm
people
gonna listen.
know old people.
Pick up my car and tell all the rest of the old folks to holler at me.
Man.
Holler at me, man. I'm the old folks capital getter.
All I'm saying is, you get you a couple old people.
You get you a Pyrex.
Get you a couple old people.
You get you some.
As long as
ice.
you got, listen, get you a couple old people.
Yeah,
Y'all get a couple nights with everybody free,
yeah.
and y'all go out and canvas.
Canvassing the. Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all look for more old people.
Looking for the old folks block.
You know what I'm saying? And then you look for old people that have jobs. So you're looking for old people that's in good shape, that can move around and help. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. You are looking for old people.
So then at that point, yeah, maybe you can cut down your profit margin from 40,000 to, all right, you getting it 25,000,
Yeah.
and you giving them 75,000.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because your
That's
volume,
not bad right
your
there.
volume is bigger,
Yeah.
and you keeping old people employed still, the ones that do want to work,
Mm-hmm.
because they might see it as damn. I want to retire, but shit, I can make these old folks sales.
I mean, shit. I mean, that's insurance. That's what insurance is. Except you're giving out, loose free bands.
You doing GoFundMe's for old
Yeah.
people.
Yep. Listen, man. You're doing the Lord's work when you're doing stuff like that.
Yeah, that's dope though. What's another shit?
Shit,
what's
03
another-
Greedo was supposed to be doing 20 years to life in a Texas prison. He was freed earlier, actually this week.
Mhm.
So 03 Greedo's home.
What you think that mean for the Grape Street Crips?
I think that means that they got their champion back. He about to see a lot more.
Do you think he gonna pick up where Nip left off? Cause he went to jail about the same time Nip got killed, right?
a little bit before that? But yeah, yep, probably a couple years before that.
What? It was before that?
Yeah.
You think he aside from Mozzie, You think he gonna have the West on his back
Yeah,
like that?
He gonna make it because you know Drake Hill's gone. Draco, I should say like that's his. He said call him Draco, not Drake Hill. Draco passed away. Nip is gone.
YG still out there? Do you think YG make good enough music that resonate with people
Yeah, I think he does.
outside of California and gang culture?
Yeah, you know if you gotta understand that's his pipeline. So gang members gonna listen to gang members.
And where you think OG Greedo at?
It's gonna be
as
the
far
same
as
concept.
where OG Greedo at as far as like
03 Greedo.
03, my bad, not OG.
Call him OG or call young man. Young man, hello OG. Like, no, I ain't doing that. We'll go to Greedo.
But his, I mean, because at a glance, you would say, damn, this a nigga with a big ass pack of grapes tattooed on his face with other art. So you might not look at him like he got bars like that, or he got something to bring to the game. What you think he gonna bring to the game?
Well, I think you're gonna see him with the bezos and stuff like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? These are the same type of, they have the same type of aesthetic as far as rap goes. But he's their legend out of the Grape Street Watch. For California, that in that matter, like he's a big household name.
Do you think it's dangerous for California rappers too?
Most definitely, because they out of towners are getting done like people that's inside of California.
So
It's
you
just
think-
that since we out of town and we go there, we think it's like they targeting you because you from out of town, when really they just targeting niggas with bread. Period.
Mm.
You know, it's the same thing in every neighborhood, damn near. Like he got money and I ain't got a means to get it, and he looking like steak, and they're gonna take the steak. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's crazy as fuck.
Yeah, man. So yeah, he's home. But on another note, something funny and light. I just got done hearing that this what's my man name from Louisiana? I got two phones.
Kevin Gates.
Kevin Gates said he enjoyed it when the girl peed in his mouth.
The fuck?
Yes, he said that. And she kept asking him in different ways, like, you know, you want to retract that? He kept saying, yeah, you know.
He's like getting his mouth pissed in.
Yeah, he said he was on a road trip with a girl, and
he got his mouth pissed in.
look, check it out. She said peed on,
Pissed in.
and he the one who insisted.
You
he
can't
wanted
get
to
your mouth peed on.
He
You get
insisted.
it pissed in.
He insisted that he would
He
drink the
get
girl's
his,
pee.
yeah, because he getting his mouth pissed in.
Right. She said peed on. He was like, wait a minute, no.
I got my mouth
I
pissed
got
in.
he said I was on a road trip one day.
Get it
and
straight, bitch.
I was thirsty. I'm paraphrasing, but he said I was thirsty.
Oh my god, this
And-
nigga's nasty as hell, man.
You know, she decided that, you know, she wanted to piss in the cup, and after she pissed in the cup, I drank it. I enjoyed it a lot.
You think Kevin Gates is a troll?
I think he was hella trolling.
What the hell is wrong?
You
I don't think he really drank her piss. I think that he just, again, I think he's the weird 50 Cent of trolling from Louisiana. I think he gonna say whatever it is that he can acquire some type of shock value with, then he gonna say it.
It's all about, I just put my hands on the motor.
You said you did what?
I put my hands on the motor.
Yeah, he did say he put his hands on the motor, and it was not even asking
I
him.
put my hands on the battery. I just did my thing, put my hands over the
And
battery.
it started. Yeah, he said he put his hands on the battery and started the car or something like that. I'm like, what? You did what? Yeah, nah, come on, man. We know that he's just trolling. That's what he does.
Man, so I don't know. Is Kevin Gates a liar?
Well, if you want,
Didn't he lose his girl?
I think they just got done being seen together. So he probably.
So what's
still-
up? Hey, what about Blueface getting knocked out with a bottle?
You know, Krishan gonna do stuff like that. Their whole family condone it.
Where's her teeth at?
In Baltimore.
Where's her teeth?
Her teeth is left in Baltimore. I think somebody shot them out. I don't know though, but
Man, she's like a Ninja Turtle with a ponytail.
man, she look like she got stank wings.
Dog,
You know, a
what the
person
fuck?
passed by and they stink. She look like.
So
she-
are
like
they
that.
acting or is that real?
I think it's a little bit of both. I
That
think
shit
that
crazy as
they're
fuck.
using their toxic ways to drive attention to him. I don't know why. I mean, Blueface, has he dropped anything?
Shit, he got dropped.
And Krishan could actually sing.
Well, she can't now. She sounds like she smokes cigarettes all day.
God damn.
Do she smoke cigarettes?
I don't know.
I didn't know Q smoked cigarettes.
He was smoking a cigarette?
Yeah, he was smoking a cigarette.
Nasty Ninja
Yeah,
Turtle.
you can't be, I don't know why that nigga smoking squares.
Yeah, y'all stop smoking cigarettes out there. That ain't none of that good for you, man.
Do you still listen to R. Kelly?
Fuck no. I'm gonna keep it real 100 with everybody.
You do listen to R. Kelly?
If a R. Kelly song came on, except for AJ Number the Number, I'm not gonna turn it off. But when AJ Number the Number comes on,
What you doing?
it's like a spit in the face. Like, I made this song for little girls.
Mm.
It's like a nursery rhyme where you know when you got older, like, damn, these nursery rhymes is about death, like Ring Around the Rosie. You mean to tell me AJ Nothing But a Number, sang by Aaliyah, written by R. Kelly, was him basically programming into other little girls' minds?
No, see, that's
Go
why.
ahead and get what
Do
he's
you think
on.
he did it because he can't read? So how he write?
Well, he a pimp though. He still had the pimp thug. I mean, the pimpology. His
So-
isms was still with that.
So pimps can just magically write?
Man, don't you got thoughts? You don't got thoughts in your
Pimps
head?
can magically write.
You mean to tell me you don't got thoughts in your head?
I didn't know pimps can magically write.
You ain't never seen a person freestyle? He was deemed one of actually the best R&B singer of his time.
I didn't know that.
It ain't that's R. Kelly, man. I Believe I Can Fly. That's, come on, man. That's R. Kelly. Yeah, we all know that he did all that fuck shit, whatever. But let's keep it real. His music is legendary, and it's just sad that he actually believes AJ Nothing But a real number.
I don't think R. Kelly wrote that shit.
I think he wrote that shit,
I
bro.
don't think he wrote it. If he can't read, he can't write.
That don't make sense.
It make all
That's like
sense.
saying that you ain't got a thought in your
That's
head.
like, division and multiplication go together. Reading and writing go together, don't it?
Yeah, but how do you write? You got to think first.
Reading and writing.
Can't read.
He can't read, so how the fuck he writing?
Because I don't think it's just that kind of
You
writing.
said pimps can magically write.
I didn't say nothing like that. What I said was, if he's an artist, then he can go in the booth and have you sing what he just sung. We see this all the time when we make music. Sometimes people go in there and they don't even write nothing down. They just go in there and do their thing. That's the same concept.
Is it?
Fuck, nigga, you know that's the same concept. You rap.
I don't know, man. I don't think he might have. He might have. So do you think he guilty or do you think the parents are
That
guilty?
nigga's guilty. The parents are guilty.
Why he the only one in jail?
We need a scapegoat.
It should be a group effort in jail, right?
We need a scapegoat.
It should be everybody in the same. Everybody should be in the same cell or cell block. Even the kids, if they was kids, because they don't sound like they was kids. Them girls that was running around in his house with no goddamn kids.
Nigga, that's what exactly.
So why they ain't in jail?
Nigga, go ask the prosecutors. How am I supposed to know that? Like, nigga, you got a guy who rapes kids. Let's call it for what it is. Rapes kids, and you got people who condone it. Is the investigation over with? Is there more to come from that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we don't know yet.
So are you listening to Aaliyah's first album?
Hell yeah, I'm listening to Aaliyah's album.
So who you think wrote it?
R. Kelly.
So,
That shit fire though, man. She ain't the one who was out there raping kids. She was, you know what I'm saying? She was,
but was that her husband?
are you asking me rhetorical
I'm
questions
asking you questions.
for what though?
Because I don't know. So I'm asking questions like I don't know. I'm just asking. Were they dating or were they husband and wife?
No offense, man, but like, come on, man. You already know the answers to this. If it's like everybody knows what the story is behind it.
I just like to go through the steps to make sure that we on the same page. Was they married or was they?
You sound like Vlad right now, my nigga.
I'm just saying.
So did you?
Everybody
Did you do the crime or not?
Everybody involved.
No, this nigga sound like Vlad
How do you
right now.
get paid for doing crimes? And then you don't get the consequences that the
You
crimes
gotta ask
come
the
with.
prosecutor, man. I am not a
The
prosecutor.
parents should be at least locked up. All I'm saying, and one of the kids at least. To show you should be doing
What?
what you. Everybody gotta be an example. You gotta make an example.
How do you
of
make the
everybody.
kid an example?
Because what the fuck? It's some kids that be.
How
doing-
in the can you get penalized for being victimized?
So you don't think that Aaliyah is at fault for marrying the man.
I think her parents are at fault for that.
So you don't think she asked?
It doesn't matter what she asked.
What
Little
you-
kids ask for candy and
What
can't get it.
What kind
If
of?
the parent says no, then they definitely ain't getting unless they sneak into it. We know she did
Right,
not sneak
right.
into this
So
relationship.
you saying some kids can't be persuasive? They can't try to persuade people.
Duh.
You don't have to trump their persuasiveness.
What you
with
think she was
adultness.
throwing a tantrum all the time? Let me see
I
my
don't know.
Kelly.
All
Like,
I'm saying is,
they know. We all know that
all
her
I'm saying
parents
is, it
signed off
was
on
some weird shit going on.
it. And you don't think her parents signed off on it?
All I'm saying, it was some weird shit going on, and obviously it was more than one weird kid around this motherfucker.
How was the kid weird?
Cause they weird. The fuck. And you shouldn't act like that as a kid. You gotta show other kids examples too.
What the fuck?
Like, do not. I'm dead serious. Do
How
you?
do you do what? How
Don't you tell a kid don't touch a hot stove? So you should tell a kid don't be trying to act fucking fast either.
I agree with that.
So that's my point. You can't encourage acting fast, can you?
Is that the
As
way
an
you're
adult,
being?
don't you supposed to trump that? You supposed to get their little ass under control.
Nigga, we talking about parents who condoned it. What are you talking about?
And that's what I'm saying. Everybody got to be at fault.
So
It's
how the
not-
fuck is a child supposed to be at fault for being victimized?
Because other kids looking like, damn, they got Balenciaga,
That's crazy.
they got Birkin bags,
Hell nah.
they got Marc
That's
Jacobs.
like telling slaves.
You know
they
what I'm
should
saying?
be-
Am I
That's
wrong?
like telling slaves and
Am I
slave
wrong?
masters. Hey,
Other
slave,
kids
you
are
should do
influenced
life
by
in
other
prison because slavery was a choice. What the fuck? No, they were
But
slaves.
sometimes slavery was a choice. You could have revolted.
So you mean to tell me that these kids weren't born into slavery?
I don't know what the fuck they was doing,
Come on,
but all I'm
man.
saying
It's
is,
systematic. and
all I'm
everybody
saying
knows.
is, Aaliyah was with it,
Of course, Aaliyah was with it. She was a kid who got programmed.
and other kids followed Aaliyah. So they thought it was cool to go.
So
they
they should.
thought it was cool to get picked up from school by 40-year-old niggas.
and that's Aaliyah's fault, right?
Partially, yeah,
How?
because she indulging in it.
So what the fuck?
You know
No.
what the fuck you doing when you come on, dog.
When you 14 and 15?
Yeah. How the fuck do you
You
not
mean
know
to
what
tell
you're
me?
doing?
You mean to tell
It's-
me?
Did you know how to
Wait a
drive at
minute.
14 and 15?
I knew who was a grown and who was
You
not
knew
grown.
what the fuck you weren't supposed to be doing,
So
right?
you mean to tell me this right here?
Right?
You mean
Even though, hold on, you can be a 15, 14-year-old boy like your teacher, be like, damn, that bitch bad as hell. But you ain't finna cutting, because you know that, come on, it's something taboo about that. You get what I'm saying?
No, I don't know what you're saying.
Okay.
I know this much right here. A 14.
Send all them
Hold on, wait a
motherfuckers to
minute.
jail. That's all
Hold on,
I'm
wait a
saying.
minute. A
That way
14.
everybody know
That
not
don't
to do
make no
that shit.
sense. A 14 or a 15-year-old parent signs off on this man for my singing career, and you knows what comes with it. Versus the fact that he's also boning the mom, and you got an impressionable 14-year-old who thinks it's okay because
Because what?
nigga, you hormones, my nigga. She going through puberty, all sorts of shit. She is not gonna think well.
Right.
She is still in school needing guidance.
Right. I
You
get
mean to
that.
tell me it's okay for her to go to jail because she was victimized?
So why wasn't she fucking a whole bunch of other older niggas?
Are you listening to what you saying right now?
I'm saying she decided at that point,
Or are you listening to what
I'm
you
finna
saying?
do this shit for this money.
This guy has so
Right or
many
wrong?
girls in his
Did
house
she
that
do
he
that shit for the money?
persuaded to be in
Did
his
she do
house.
that shit for the money? Right or wrong? Did she do that shit for the money? Doing that, that's like if I'm her age and I'm selling dope. I'm 14, I'm 15. It don't matter who I got the dope from. I'm still showing other motherfuckers you sell dope and get money. Is that not the same thing? I know this shit ain't right. I'm trying not to get caught because I know it ain't right?
Nigga, she makes
Maybe
she
I'm
song age ain't nothing
Maybe
but
I'm
a number
tripping.
for now ain't nothing but
Maybe
a
I'm
thing.
tripping.
You mean to tell me she had mental control on whether or not she was gonna do shit like that?
Mhm.
She was coerced into doing that type of shit.
I think she kind of was. But
How
I
you
think
hide the
because
your
I know,
parents with it and this old man is with it?
because
You think this is
and
right?
no, I think it's terrible.
No, not you. She think this is the way the game goes.
That's fucked up too.
The parents are the opportunists. She thinks this is
But
the way the
to
game
ensure
goes.
to ensure that we don't have other kids following that, sometimes you gotta sacrifice a kid, send them to jail. So now you got kids that know
That is
that's not acceptable
There's
behavior.
other alternatives, man.
That's not acceptable behavior.
That's not it.
Sometimes you got to for the greater good of other kids.
I mean, now if the kid that did something like
'Cause
murder
there's some
somebody,
kids that think that though, right?
if the kid murdered somebody,
There's some
then
kids that think that.
Nah, you can't do that. Hey, this guy raped me, so therefore I'm gonna go to prison for it because I got millions of dollars for it.
So let's switch it up. Let's say it's a dude, you 14, right? And you want to fuck your teacher. She bad as hell. So you fucking your teacher. Is the teacher wrong?
Yeah, the teacher's wrong.
Are you wrong for trying to fuck your teacher?
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you why.
You didn't, so it ain't wrong.
I'm telling you, you're not right. I'm telling you, your hormones are gonna make you want to do something like that because you're a 14, 15-year-old.
But what if I
That teacher is supposed to be
Right.
the guidance.
Right.
That teacher is supposed to be like, what the fuck? Get out of here. I'm gonna tell your parents for this.
Right. And yeah, and you still might get some teachers that's gonna do that. But the nigga's still trying to fuck one of these teachers. You dig what I'm saying? And he ended up fucking one of the teachers because he got swag. He getting money, or he come from a family that got some money, or he just advanced in a certain way.
He's new to life. He thinks this is okay
So
until
you tell,
he gets
okay,
told
so
no.
let me ask you this. You saying young niggas don't be fucking old people.
I ain't say that.
Why is it more acceptable though?
What?
Why is it more
It's not acceptable for old people to fuck kids, bro.
It's not.
You can't
But
spin
why-
that no kind of way.
but why-
Even if
why-
you say young kids fucking old people, to me that still says old people fucking kids. That's
Right.
nothing about that is acceptable.
Right. But it's still young niggas trying to fuck older bitches.
Dog, old people fucking young kids ain't acceptable. Period.
It's still young
That's the
niggas-
reason why that used to happen, and then they changed the laws because you are coercing little kids into doing shit they ain't supposed to be doing.
And that's why I said your adultness should trump what the fuck a kid is doing. I get what you're saying, but I'm also saying it's some young kids that's trying to encourage the behavior from some of these weak-minded ass adults that's gonna go for that shit. I'm not saying that the adult is not wrong.
I think the kid.
I'm not
needs
saying.
to
Listen,
form.
I'm not saying that the adult is not wrong, but I'm also saying it's some fast ass kids.
Of course.
So you got to get that under control. So somebody got to go to jail for that, so other kids see that, oh, that's not acceptable behavior.
All right, if you got a mom that twerk all the time, you're gonna have a 2-year-old that tries to emulate that. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now she twerking like a motherfucker, right?
Okay,
That's the parent's fault because that's what the parent was teaching that child.
I get that, and I understand that. But do hoes come
That
from good homes
kid
too?
needs reform.
But do
You don't put a kid in
No,
prison
I'm
because
asking-
they're doing something their parents showed them. They had bad guidance.
do all
So you
kids
have to
come from them
reform.
kind of households that have that kind of behavior? I'm just asking.
What?
Do all kids come from those kind of households who exhibit that kind of behavior?
People who exhibit that kind of behavior is people who are misguided.
Or people that just
You
want
can
to
have
do
a
it?
you can have a
There's some people that just want to do that. They're not misguided. They're not. You do things because that might be just what you want to do.
that's a fact.
I'm not saying that all these kids are not misguided.
Aaliyah wasn't doing that because she just wanted to do it. Aaliyah was doing that because she was coerced into doing it. There might be some other kids who want to follow along into it, and Aaliyah shouldn't go to jail for that. The person who actually is the kingpin or the head of or the enforcer or the coercer should be the one going to jail for it. Everybody else needs reform. Just like old people who have been raped when they were young need some type of mental like
And I agree with that.
you know what I'm saying? Like
I
you
agree
can't
with
sit
that.
there and don't get me wrong, don't be if you lash out and kill somebody because
Right.
you got raped when you was a kid, the action that you committed is the reason why you going to prison.
So let me ask this.
So now
Some
if you
kids
kill
get-
somebody
some kids get charged as adults for drug crimes or violent crimes. So you telling me kids are not advanced enough, if they're getting charged for these crimes and they're kids, that they can't be promiscuously driven at under age of 18 ages?
that's a bad question due to the fact that some of these kids are being overcharged because the judge just needs a number on them so they could be in private prison systems.
Okay. And that's one way to look at it. I get it. I get it. But
It's
are you
niggas
saying-
that
are you
went to
saying-
prison for a bag of weed.
So, are you saying that all kids that that do things negatively do it because they're influenced?
Yeah.
All
For the
kids.
most part, yeah.
All kids.
For the most part, yeah.
Okay.
It's always follow the leader damn near when you're a kid. And whoever sees who in leadership position, come on man, they gonna follow like game.
So by default, it is always influence. Whatever you do, whether it's
the
negative or
most part,
positive,
yeah.
it's going to be influence.
Yeah.
But maturation to have the intelligence to make a choice.
You asking a 14-year-old to do that?
I'm not saying you asking a 14-year-old to have to do it, but at some point in time, a kid becomes smart enough to where they know some shit is right or wrong, and then they do some shit because they want to do it. They might come from good households and still get good examples for the most part.
For what we know,
You know what I'm
the
saying?
Halton family was fresh and clean. They were college graduates. And I'm not saying Aaliyah, I'm saying there were.
Let's talk about, matter of fact,
there are
what
college
about,
graduates.
what about the Beyonce situation and her dating Jay-Z before she was 18?
I think that has the same concept inside of it, and I also think that there's more to that story than we know.
Is it overlooked because they got married?
Possibly.
What
And
you
then
think?
you can't deny the fact that Jay-Z did make an album called Best of Both Worlds with R. Kelly. So A like, B like, they both vibe together because they both see it like, and that came from that album too. So I
So
don't.
you saying they kind of had the same activities
Yeah.
and went around the same circles, and that's how they.
Yep. I think that's a big thing that, I think that the hip hop industry and the R&B and the whole entertainment industry has always been strange. You got to look back at the Lost Boys, you know what I'm saying? All of them kids got raped in that movie to damn near get their roles. Like,
You talking about that vampire movie?
yeah. You know
No,
what I'm saying?
that's the Hollywood part of shit.
That's
And
all
then
Hollywood.
then that spill into all the other cultures that are part of mass media.
That's all Hollywood.
You know what I'm saying? So now, whatever your pure culture was, once it's tagged up with Hollywood, it's gonna get tainted. But you can go back to African Bambaataa, and we were talking about with Hassan Campbell.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That shit was in there. It was out there. But some kids was victimized and spoke out on it, and
Yeah.
some aren't.
Right, exactly. So
But
now,
I think it's for various reasons. Is all I'm
do
saying.
you think Hassan Campbell should have went to prison for being raped by African Bambaataa?
I think Hassan Campbell wasn't trying to be raped or molested. I think he was super misguided. Cause where was the parents around him?
There's a lot of misguidance around him if you end up going out there shooting somebody and going to prison for it, but you were young and they were looking at it like this kid was misguided. He was raped. He was this, that, and the other. So therefore, now you see Hassan Campbell on YouTube telling his story.
Mhm. Speaking out against. them.
Exactly. So therefore, like I gotta look at him like that was. I can't even say which one's worse and which one's not, because
Now,
rape is rape.
even if you go to jail and then they let you out, I'm not against that. You dig what I'm saying? Because that's kind of what happened with Hassan Campbell. He got locked up, but in some way, shape, or form, they looked at his background and then he was let out too. You know what I'm saying?
But like, how do you put somebody like
I'm
Aaliyah?
talking about when he was I'm talking about the influence and then following through on the actions of being influenced and knowing the right and wrong.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just trying to live up to the standards of whatever you really want to do, because at the end of the day, either he wanted juice and she wanted money, or they just wanted to impress whoever they was following behind. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying, even if it was you locked up and they scare you to death,
Right.
and then let you out. You know what I'm saying? But it has to be shown that the behavior ain't acceptable.
I think it definitely has to be shown the behavior isn't acceptable. But I don't think that you should put a kid in prison for rape. I think for getting raped. I think that you should, like a Hassan Campbell, if you are the kind of person who is gonna shoot somebody because you lashed out about it, you gotta compartmentalize those actions.
What you
happened.
think? What you think?
The-
I'm dead serious. I'm saying, because some motherfuckers just be off into just wilding out. You be like, dog, this little nigga's crazy.
I feel like at a certain age.
I be scared to be around some little niggas.
Like at a
sometimes.
certain age, you know what the fuck you doing.
Man, that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that lock them up and throw away the key, but lock them up, scare them, so they see that the choices they make can be
But
consequential.
I do believe in the environment you live in is what makes you think it's okay, because of the fact that R. Kelly, he said that's the story. That's basically the same story. You got molested
Mhm.
I think he was molested by his mom, wasn't he? Or some crazy shit. And I'm not saying that he right for indulging in the lifestyle he was indulging in either, though.
Man, that's when he became an adult and he started doing that to younger people. Like, that's the reason why he's where he's at right now.
And I agree with that. I'm not saying free R. Kelly. You didn't hear me say that one time. I'm just saying, do we separate the art from the artist?
Yeah, most definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Because if you keep tainting the art because of the artist that's involved with it and because of the decisions they make and having to be associated with Hollywood, even like if you look at T.I. right now,
Yeah.
his whole legacy of being he got a trap museum when he should have a rap museum. Like T.I. is the biggest informant in hip hop.
Is he?
Come on, dog.
Mm,
Come on, dog.
I think that Gunna got that right now.
I'm not saying Gunna don't. I'm just saying T.I. paved the way.
Gunna talked.
See, I'm just
Gunna
saying-
told
I'm
him some live
saying-
people. This
I'm saying
nigga told him
T.I.
some dead
paved the,
folks.
I'm saying T.I. paved the way.
How did he? Because a person gonna snitch if that's their tendencies.
Dog, he just told but we talked about this on 2 or 3 pods
Him
ago.
telling on a dead person.
No, that and them 2 other things. The tipster commercial and the goddamn getting on the stand. You know what I'm saying? We talked about that.
They
a
can't
lot of
stand your
times.
ground.
Yeah, where's the grocery supposed to get delivered? So we talked about all the T.I.'s flaws, and then him trying to make it better and just throw it out there on his podcast because he put the footage out. He was he was chasing for clout,
Mm-hmm.
and
He
that
definitely
shit backfired. That shit backfired.
Yeah, he thought they was gonna set.
So all I'm saying is he knew what he was like. Like you look at some of the gang bangers coming out of California. Some of the niggas that say out their own mouth they had a dad and a mom
right.
in their household.
Mm-hmm.
Like Zeus said, sometimes motherfuckers just be like, I'm about to do this shit because I want to do this shit. This is what I'm on. This type of time I'm on.
You got to factor in the fact that people were also getting killed because they wasn't joining gangs, and that also scared the other people, so they joined the gang.
I'm talking about some niggas don't even join that shit and be from the heart of that shit.
Things be not everything.
Am I wrong?
Not everything is
Am I
that
wrong?
simple though. Nothing is that simple.
Man,
Nothing
okay.
is that simple.
okay.
I'm not
Niggas
trying
ain't
to,
running around that bitch like you better join or else.
Yeah, they was.
Okay. All right, maybe they would.
I
Some
mean,
niggas still ain't joining them.
right. It depended on who you was. People will say that even about certain gang members. I'm not trying to make excuses for them, but what I'm saying is this. This kind of came out of gang members' mouth from
Right.
California.
Right.
He said, I could have been a part of one of the biggest blood gangs, but I decided to go over to that part and be a blood over there because I didn't want my family influence to be the reason why I got, the type of,
So you want it to be a different blood.
he wanted to have his own name in the situation, right?
That's what you got. Alright.
So now, if he had to join that gang, they still was pressuring him to be in that gang. So once you choose up, okay, you in that gang.
So let me ask you this. You never had the conscious mind to make conscious decisions before you were the age of 16 years old?
It's your influence, man.
That ain't what I asked you. I asked you, did you have the conscious mind to make conscious decisions
Sure you did.
before? I'm asking you, did you?
Yeah.
Right. So what I'm saying is some of these kids are fast. Some of these little niggas, they all are influenced. I'm not saying they are influenced, but their direct influences might not be negative influences.
I ain't saying that either.
You know what I'm saying? But if you allow a kid's influences to dictate your relationship with him as a parent, and you letting it spiral out of control, hence you got motherfuckers like Aaliyah and her mom them going into contractual agreements with R. Kelly so he can continue on the behavior. Everybody is wrong in that. Am I wrong? Everybody is in agreement to do some weird shit.
The kid by default.
The kid, I would say in that scenario, the kid by default because the kid think it's norm at that point.
Right.
It's a-
You've been coerced your whole life into being this way. You think this is definitely normal. You know what I'm saying? A kid who gangbangs at a young age, I'm gonna use Young Sam for example, who knew his examples because he was 13, 11, whatever it
I
was,
think he was like 8 or 9.
going around killing people.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So it's circumstantial. Not every kid is yummy, and not every vice versa. You see what I'm saying? But it definitely is some influence there. It depends on who is in control of these situations. A kid who's 13, 14, 8, 9, 10 for that matter is not going to be thinking in the right.
So why is music? Why, okay, I can understand that, and I mean I understand that music is a business. Why do the music business gear most of its energy and its focus on young listeners? They want to know what the young listeners think is hot.
Mm-hmm.
They are influenced by the kid, right?
Yep, that way the culture
So
never dies.
how is it not that kids don't influence adults? It's somewhere where the lines got blurred, where motherfuckers said it's okay for kids to influence us. You understand what I'm saying?
What they did
No, I'm
was
just asking. Do you
what
get
they
I'm
did
saying?
was they're playing on the childish mindsets of people. So therefore, they can keep an old lady young by having her dance all the time. She definitely is gonna go dress a certain kind of way because she feels like that's what's gonna keep her young. She won't want the attention of younger men or even older men for that point. For that reason, everybody wants to still live in their prime. So that's what music is doing. Is crystallizing people in their prime. When you have a certain
It's Peter Pan, motherfucker.
yeah, when you have a certain thought process based on the song, you gonna go back to that mindset. It's programming. You see what I'm saying? So that's
So
what
as
they
the
do.
age gets, as you get older, it's supposed to be motherfuckers that's promoted to influence the parents, to influence the uncles, the aunts. There's no music out there. You got niggas like Yo Gotti. These niggas is 40-something years old, still talking about birds.
Well, what you think they're gonna do?
You ain't getting what I'm saying.
I do
my
get
nigga.
it. I definitely get
There's a
it.
certain point of
They
age.
know that
listen
these
what
kids
I'm
are
saying.
gonna
Listen,
buy the
no,
music.
I understand that, but when did you ain't made the money yet, so you can do some other, so you
Dog.
can do something else?
They want to keep making the money.
You don't get what I'm saying? You
They
ain't
are
make-
pimping their situation. They are no different than
What-
R. Kelly because
my-
they're playing on the minds of children.
My point is that's most adults though. They gonna look for where to play the motherfucking game so they can make the money. So where is the motherfuckers that's supposed to be the elders? Ain't no elders no more. It's just older people.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? It's just older people. They ain't no motherfucker to stand in the middle and shit like, hey, we ain't supposed to be behaving in this manner.
You
'Cause
got
we
people
older,
out there-
hold on, we older than these motherfuckers, so we not showing progression.
You got
we
people
showing,
out
hold
there-
on, listen, my nigga, we showing recession. We showing growth backwards.
Right, but that's a given. Like
That ain't no given.
Yes, it is.
That's
Look
still
at
a
the
choice.
industry. No,
That's a
look at the
perpetu-
industry. The
No.
industry shows you that's what they do.
That's a perpetual
program people.
But it don't have to be like that.
Dog,
if you
TikTok
continue,
is notorious for
Man.
making this shit that
what
you
I'm
like the
saying
most
is,
a
you don't
trend.
have, what I'm saying is, if you can be programmed to be that ignorant, you can be programmed to be intelligent too, right?
Of course.
So what the fuck? I'm saying don't live with the mediocrity. Why live with the mediocrity in the non-thinking and having motherfuckers think for you instead of being able to be a self-thinker?
Get on TikTok and tell them that.
Man, you missing my goddamn.
Oh, I'm not missing the point. I'm just
Missing
telling
my
you the
goddamn-
way it is the way it is. You can't change the way it is unless you
But I
change
feel
it
you.
yourself.
Get on TikTok and be the nigga that say, be the better
Exactly.
version of yourself.
Like, what do you want me to
Be the
say
better
about
version
that?
of
Like,
yourself. Breathe the prana. Breathe the prana. You feel the prana.
at the end of the day, when you saying
you
ain't no
smell that good prana.
At the end of the day, when you saying ain't no representation out there, you talking to people who probably are gonna say, yeah, you right, and they go still do the same shit that you don't want them to do. Like,
I don't give a fuck what they doing, but
I mean,
just-
Elvis Presley
I
is
just
one of
know
the
you don't have
biggest
to do
rock
it.
stars in this day, and he married a 14-year-old.
And the white folks still gonna champion.
That's what I'm saying.
So that should tell you a lot about them motherfuckers. Them, you know, yeah.
I was about to say, nigga, don't get me
Yeah,
trying to win
that
on
should
what
tell
you
you-
talking
that should
about.
tell you a lot. That should tell you a lot
Fuck them
about
kids. It's like,
You know what I'm
no.
saying?
There's gotta be a point in time when you
Because
say fuck them kids.
how do you
It's
still
like that.
champion? How you champion a motherfucker that's a pedophile?
That's what the industry does.
But the industry, you gotta, whatever the industry is, you gotta take control of that motherfucker. If you the people, you gotta learn how to take control.
This nigga gonna write a artist constitution.
Janet Jackson told you control, didn't she?
No, hey,
Didn't Janet tell you control?
he gonna write the artist constitution for hip hop artists and rappers and
Man,
whatever.
I ain't writing shit. Niggas gotta know this is
We the people.
society.
We gotta
that's
do better.
society. You gotta know that you gotta motherfucking move a certain way, dog. I'm telling you. You can't be you can't be a motherfucker that think you can't move strategically. You can't be out there saying everything. You just gotta know that these motherfuckers against you.
What are you talking about?
That's what I'm saying.
What are you talking about?
Read
bro?
between the lines.
There ain't no lines to read between.
It is. Look at it.
There is or you ain't.
Look at the lines.
You know what I'm saying? Either
Look at
you
the
gonna be
lines.
out there being
They
a
wiggly.
pedophile or
They
trying
wiggly.
to. You gonna be out there pedophiling and trying to control.
I'm not
people's
just talking
minds.
about pedophile.
Or you not.
And
Like,
and
what do you
not
want me to
talking-
say about that?
How
Like,
the fuck is I'm not saying go be a pedophile. Don't do that, nigga. Don't do it.
what is a pimp? A pimp is somebody who controls people's minds, right?
And I'm not for pimping. I'm pimp your situation in life, manipulate your life situation, but don't pimp people.
And what is the
'Cause
industry
people
doing?
going through something too.
What is the industry doing? The industry is pimping the minds of kids and also the young mind of adults.
So how the fuck do you not have a hold of your kids stronger than the industry?
Ask them women on TikTok and the
Why
kids.
is it? Why did you jump into women when I say hold of your kids? Why you got to look at?
Because women are people, bro. So women and men
So are
both-
women? Are you
No,
saying
nobody's not.
This nigga just
Everybody
said
can
women
be.
are the only people that
I didn't
raise
say that.
kids.
You said that. I never said that. When
Didn't
I
you just say
No,
women?
I didn't say that. I gave you an example because you got to use a human for an example.
I'm saying
A woman
parents,
is a human. So
collectively.
okay, so
I'm saying
parents
parents
are out there letting people do stuff because they think it's cool because in their young mind they think it's cool.
So you got dumbass parents, right?
Haven't I been saying that all along?
So everybody should be in jail and they dumbass kids.
How about you do
If you put integrity in the household, then the kids will listen. You spend time with the kids and you show them firsthand what's wrong and right.
and sometimes spending
And
time
you show
with
them
them.
imperfections.
Sometimes
You know what I'm saying?
Man, listen, man. Sometimes these parents, and not nowadays, but
And you gotta be straight
sometimes
with the
these parents
kids.
is
You
spending.
gotta be like,
hold
you
on,
gotta,
wait a
no,
minute.
you gotta tell the kids, hold on. You
Sometimes,
gotta
wait
tell
a
the
minute, hold on.
kids.
Sometimes
You gotta
these
tell the
parents
kids,
are cutting
you
up. Sometimes these parents is cutting up dope with their kids, bro. So therefore,
And that's
that
fucked up.
quality time is still, I love you, but they still cutting up dope and going out there doing the wrong shit. They still
That's
drinking.
not quality
Hold on, wait a
time.
minute. They still drinking with their kids
Whoa.
and letting their kids come over
I'm not
and
saying cut dope
partying
with
with
your
their
kids.
kids. We seen this throughout our whole
Don't
life,
cut
bro.
dope with your kids.
No,
Don't
so
cut
what
dope.
I'm saying to you,
Don't
what
cut dope
I'm
with your
actually
kids.
saying is,
Don't
the
cut
parents,
dope.
even if they spending quality time with their kids, are still gonna
That's
be showing
not
them.
quality
They
time.
still gonna,
I don't agree. That's not quality time.
bro.
That's
that's still
damaging
quality
time.
time.
That's damaging time.
That's still considered quality
That's
time.
that's damaging
Hold on, wait a
time.
minute. I'm not putting a label on it. I'm telling you.
That's damaging time.
But hold on. These parents are still with their children doing these things, giving the wrong examples.
That's damaging time. That's
Okay,
not
whatever you
quality
want to
time.
call it. What I'm saying
That's
they still
damaging.
with their kids, giving them the wrong examples.
That's damaging time, though.
Right, but
So
they
I'm
still
not
in their
gonna-
household, they still eating their food, they still having the bills paid, and this is what they're showing them.
It's a bunch of parents showing their kids
There's
that.
a bunch of parents out there that's like that.
And
It's a
that's
bunch
fucked
of
up.
fucked up people in the world,
And
bro.
that's fucked up. You made my point. That it's the parents.
I've been
That's
saying
fucked
this
up.
whole time.
Right. So
R.
them
Kelly's
and they
mom-
fucked up kids.
R. Kelly's
Them and
mom.
they fucked up kids need to be somewhere where they can get some rehabilitation.
What would you say? That R. Kelly's mom raped him or something?
I think his mom raped him. I think I heard
So
that.
R. Kelly's mom
Mhm.
is responsible for hundreds of other girls, whatever it was, getting
Right.
raped by R. Kelly. And then these girls going out, if they had kids, showing them the game. It's a lot of women, it's a lot of guys who grew up in the game.
Do you feel like, because you brought up pimping, do you feel like Chicago was partially at fault too? Not the good influence of Chicago, not the everyday people, but the pimp culture that come out of
I
Chicago.
think the ism period is because pimping don't just exist in Chicago.
So do you think sexuality is early expressed in Chicago because of?
I don't think
No,
anything.
I'm asking. Do you, in a city that is heavily influenced by pimp, in the pimp culture, historically, allegedly, do you feel like that pours into how kids are raised?
I think that it's not just in Chicago. I think that Chicago seemed to have highlighted it based on what we seen in propaganda. When I went to different cities, I seen that is something that's prominent in a lot of cities. That shit, wherever these niggas can get out and go to and do, that's what they doing. I met so many women that were prostitutes on the West Coast. It was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? I wasn't in Chicago when I seen that. I seen that on the West Coast. So I'm not gonna just blame it on Chicago. I'm gonna blame it on that ism.
I'm talking about Chicago because that's where R. Kelly is from. I'm talking about the region. I'm talking about the environment. I'm talking about the upbringing. I'm talking about everything that has to do and encompasses what R. Kelly is now.
So of course then.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm asking, when you have kids, when these kids go through the court systems, or these adults go through the court systems for that matter, do you feel like the court systems are looking at what we have created as a nation in some of the pockets of society.
Yeah.
Like, I know these judges know that pimping is heavy in Chicago. So I know that they know that promiscuous conduct and the trading bodily favors for financial gain
Right.
is prevalent out there.
Right.
You know
right,
what I'm
right,
saying?
yeah.
So do they not take into account that as well? Why is it just put a person in jail and it's not get them therapy? Why
That's
is it
what
not
I've been saying.
why is it not mandatory therapy? So even if this person carry out their whole sentence and they get out, they're not just a nigga that got the same mindset that just been away from people.
Well, that's what I've been speaking to this whole time. Is I don't think that they should just go to jail for it. I think that they need different type of counsel because they have been misguided in a certain way that it does not always require jail for reform. Jail is something that you send, I want to say more or less a violent criminal to.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If a person gets caught drinking and driving, and they possibly are drunk, maybe they need to go to AA or something like that. And I'm not saying now if you hit somebody, of course you did 2 crimes in one. I'm saying this person has a problem because they think that it's okay to drive and drink. You see what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
So now you have to go be, you know, maybe you do a day in jail, whatever. But ultimately, we're gonna put you in some AA so that you can. We're gonna put you in AA so that you could get some help and make better decisions.
Yeah, I think that when you look at the judicial system and you look at the court system, that niggas gotta start motherfucking. We gotta start lobbying for laws to get motherfuckers real help. You might remove that motherfucking tablet over there now.
Let's do it.
You know, niggas need to get real rehabilitation. They don't need to just be in prison. You know what I'm saying? We over here live on motherfucking on YouTube.
Everybody over there, if you can, when you get some time, I'm pointing at Facebook, right? So go to Demo TV 369. Sunday Madness is, you know, this is what this is right here. We just chopping it up about anything and everything. If you have any suggestions, please put it in the comments. Oh, it just shows who's watching. Yeah, so yeah, if you have any suggestions about what you want to hear and talk about, you know what I'm saying, talk back. You know what I'm saying? Talk to us, we talk back.
Yeah. Garcelle talk.
Say what?
This is a good light though, nigga. You got the fur coat on. It's a sunny day outside. We living. You know what I'm saying? You can't beat that.
Y'all think we're gonna have a cold winter? Or y'all think it's gonna stay?
Nigga, we in the winter and it's still tropical, nigga. This shit crazy. I think this what if we don't get winter no more like that?
I can see that happening.
I'm with that. I think it's beneficial for black folks to get non-winters in Michigan. I think that we tired of fucking winters.
You do realize it's more than just black people in Michigan, right?
I'm just saying it benefits the niggas. You know what I'm saying?
It definitely does.
We're not trying to go through that shoveling snow shit.
I hate that.
Fucking up the CarMax. You know, niggas
Fucking up the CarMax got
CarMax, nigga.
Oh, CarMax.
Yeah,
I thought you said CarMax.
nigga.
Because that is one thing too that happens in the wintertime is niggas' lips get chapped in the motherfucker.
Yeah, man. You look at niggas' lips?
No, nigga, mine, bro. Mine. What the fuck? Pause. Big pause. Damn.
Yeah.
No, but CarMax, you know what I'm saying? You get a whole bunch of crumbs on it because it fell on the couch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Between the seats, all sorts of BS, man. Then you gotta go buy another one. You lift up the seats or wherever. You know what I'm saying? Your CarMax fell. So you got like 10 CarMaxes and then none of them got but one use, but it got a whole bunch of crumbs on them.
What?
Nigga, your lips get dry?
The fuck?
Your lips ain't never got dry?
Man, I don't
How many CarMax? How many you buy CarMax?
I bought 3 of them the last 2 years.
Let's be honest, man. Did you finish them?
I don't know where they at.
Exactly.
I don't know where them goddamn
Exactly.
CarMaxes is at.
Man, they like lighters, man.
I
Except
don't know
the
where
couches
the
be
CarMaxes
stealing
is
it.
at, nigga. I don't know, man. So, what you think about niggas dating big bitches?
I think big
You know
girls
what I'm
need love
saying?
too, but I'm not gonna be the one to
No,
give
I'm
you
just
love,
asking you because I think that I think they kind of took over.
Yeah, explain that.
I think they done took over. I think I see a lot of guys running around more comfortable with dating plus size women.
Okay.
I think that niggas that used to date in the dark is dating in the light.
I see. I can see that.
And
I
it's
can see
not
that.
during tax season either.
It's not.
It's
I heard that this is the most
It's
quietest
not
tax season.
just during tax season.
I heard this was the most quietest tax season because of that, actually.
Right. Everybody already booed up.
Yeah, they've been booed up
They
since
been booed
the
up.
springtime.
Yeah, they've been booed up. And do you think plus size women get wetter? Do you think niggas is there for the ride? I'm just asking, cause I mean, don't act like you ain't never had no bigger than normal. You ain't had a
I'm
combo.
gonna say this right here.
The
I'm
combo dinner.
gonna keep this as respectful as I can to
the
women.
combo dinner.
The woman that I date now is curvier in every more ways than the last woman that I dated. I'll say it like that.
Okay.
It depends on what I'll say a person will call. You said oversized? What did you say?
I ain't say oversized.
'Cause-
I ain't say
What did
oversized. Ain't no size limit.
But what did you say?
Ain't no size limit. Love is love. Love,
Yeah, but what did-
love can be 600
Facts.
pounds.
But what did you
You know
say?
what I'm
Though? What
saying?
did you say? Plus
I'm
size.
saying
Okay,
plus
size.
size.
All right. So one might look at the woman I date.
If it was a
now
line
as plus
graph,
size.
you would be on the plus side of the line graph.
So I would say yeah, and I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I gotta say something about more of a thicker chick. It just comes with less drama.
It come with less drama. So you saying they don't?
Damn.
Why you say it come with less drama?
I feel like the woman is kind of like, what do you call it? Like she's comfortable with herself.
And you comfortable with it?
Yeah.
Okay, I ain't mad.
Damn, I ain't really think about that till now like that.
That's what I'm saying. Big women are winning right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It used to be like they was trying to be skinny as hell for some reason.
I think that when two people are trying to date each other and they're trying to like, let's go with like the Prince guy. You know, no disrespect to my light skinned homies out there, but you know, he always in the mirror and all that. Like I think that there's more tug of war in those type of relationships because somebody's trying to be fine. Like what are you trying to get? You know what I'm saying? Like why are you trying to get so much attention from the opposite sex kind of thing?
Mm-hmm.
Don't get me wrong, we all human. I understand some people want to know if they still got it or whatnot, but if you're in a relationship, you know what I mean, you're gonna throw your partner off their rocker a little bit because they feel like they can't satisfy you in some type of way. But now if you got two people who are one content with themselves in the sense of they're comfortable with themselves and then they come together, you ain't gonna have so much friction. You're gonna have more or less like a
It's an adventure.
yeah.
Now you can have an adventure in your love life with your
Exactly.
loved one.
Yep. You don't know how many. Well, I ain't saying you.
That's
but-
what I think our grandparents had. They had them adventures. That's why they was able to tell you how your granddad was. Your granddad was because your grandma looked up to your granddad. Because niggas was more responsible. That's why it goes back to, if the industry is ran like that, niggas got to step up as me and stop that. I thought you was rolling the blunt.
I was
Man,
trying
what
to
the
look up-
fuck,
I was trying to look up topics.
Man, you smart.
That's bad.
Speak
That's
your
bad.
heart. Speak
That's
your
bad
heart.
pod,
Just
man.
speak
I'm
your
going.
heart.
You was in the middle of nigga. You just want to smoke bud, dog. This nigga was doing his job, and you looked over. Why are you rolling the L? They gonna say I thought you was rolling blunts. Let him look for his topics.
All right, back to what I was saying. All right, but
You had a. That was a.
niggas gotta be men. And you gotta start, you know what I'm saying, like, just, it's like when your uncle used to take you out to cut grass with him,
Mhm.
or to do jobs with him.
Mhm.
That's how we gotta grab these young niggas again. Like, we gotta get them out there, and they gotta respect the hard days of work. You gotta go create the work. So now you gotta be a better business owner and go drive to get this work, because you're not trying to do it for the finances at that point. You're trying to do it so you can encourage these young niggas to go do something.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're off time, you're building a business, but you also giving back to the community. You know what I'm saying? You can pay high school kids and middle school kids, boys or girls.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
$20 an hour.
Okay. Yeah.
And they going to do real practical shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
You can still go be an artist,
Mm-hmm.
but then imagine what kind of music can get created if you got more motherfuckers that's taking time out to go do shit outside of athletics and pop culture with a kid. Now you got a life skill, and I still respect what you like to do in your off time. You like to do music in your off time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You learning that about the kids.
Yeah.
'Cause they talking to you about it.
Facts.
But you being able to put money in their pocket
Yeah.
so they can finance whatever their career is or invest in different stock or
Mhm.
buy the t-shirt machine or whatever they're doing. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And it also teaches the adult how to become an entrepreneur and how to sustain the business because you have a different why outside of money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm saying you gotta start thinking outside the box. Your shit can't just be A to B. That shit might have to be A, B, C, D, E
Mm-hmm.
to get to Z. You trying to get further. You just not trying to get the one point to the next one. That's just living check to check.
Yeah. Who's trying to do that?
Most people are doing the check to check thing. You know what I'm saying? That's the
Yeah.
mentality. They live in check to check mentally.
Yeah.
So the encouragement you give to your kid is check to check. It's a day by day thing.
Mm-hmm. And that also
You're not encouraging them to go further.
That
Take the
comes-
AP classes and all that shit.
that comes from the whole Friday culture. Like people go to work on Monday sluggish, and then they're trying to get to Friday. Somebody said that to me the other day. Like, oh, just trying to get to Friday. I was just like, yeah, no, I don't really want no days off.
Niggas don't be motherfucking having it, and even in your own career, niggas don't be involved in the experience. They just go to work and just be mad at the job.
Yeah.
Niggas learn the ins and outs, and they gonna create a business off this shit.
You know how many people out here say
Or do side
they go
work.
to work mad and be like, you got options, B. You can always quit. You know what I'm saying? And they go to work mad and tell you about why they mad and be like, and
That's
I'm
'cause
sitting there thinking like, nigga, you don't have to be here.
Motherfuckers don't be wanting to go to work, but then they don't want to do nothing when they ain't at work either.
Like,
What the fuck you ain't want to go to work for anyway?
Why you sitting there
You know
telling
what I'm
me this?
saying?
Like, I want to be here. Why you telling me about?
Motherfuckers like to be broken asking. People rather
Yeah.
ask than earn. That's the problem.
Give more
Motherfuckers rather ask
satisfaction
than
in
earn.
the earn, baby. Give more
Earn, stack, and
satisfaction in the
invest. That's all this shit is, nigga.
Mm-hmm.
This shit ain't, it's an algorithm. You gotta find the algorithm and then you jump in that motherfucker.
So along with that, I noticed you and Q City were exchanging book topics, reads a little earlier. And I think that also got away from our culture as well because
This is what I was gonna show Q. This is what I've been on right now. I've been on this.
see it.
I don't know if they can over here. They might be able to see it over here.
Mm-hmm.
This a nice
What's the
joint
book called?
right there. The African
Dominion.
Dominion by Michael A. Gomez. Been reading this in my spare time. A New History of Empire in Early and Medieval West Africa. I found the book helpful because like I just took two history classes.
Mm-hmm.
Coincidentally last semester, so and it infuriated me a little bit because what I was reading about, it wasn't really like telling the history of Africa. Like they wouldn't even describe some of the people as like to give an ethnicity or ethnic description of the people, so you would never know who the Phoenicians were or who the Turks were or the Ottoman and all that type of shit. So
Yeah.
this book right here is taking a step further, and like the first couple, pages of the book, it gives you a description of why, the history that they give you in like colleges and shit like that at universities.
Yeah.
It's tapered to, I guess, give you a certain perception of chronological thought process to where you think this happened like that because they testing you on it, so you think this is exact and right. You know what I'm saying? But when all actuality, you had other parts of Africa that was doing a lot of trading, like the Swahili coast.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Which they did talk about briefly in school. They talked about how, aside from the Silk Road, on the eastern part of Africa,
Yeah.
you had a lot of trade going on closer to Zimbabwe and shit like that. And then you had erected structures that they didn't even believe to be created by black people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it just gives you more of a insight. I'm not all the way through the book and nothing like that, but I like to just try to get outside of whatever is being programmed on TV
Yeah.
for niggas to be be watching and shit like that. And just like I said, take yourself outside of the matrix every now and then. And if you can constantly take yourself out of the matrix and get involved in what you're actually doing with your hands and your eyes and experience what you experiencing through experience, then you know you build that muscle memory for other shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's what niggas be drifting.
So do
You know what I'm saying? In a book called Out with the Devil, right?
Uh-huh.
It's a book by Napoleon Hill, and it's like him talking to the devil, and he says that he grabbed most people by the way they drift. He make you drift and not pick a career or not have infinite or definiteness of purpose.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if you don't have that definiteness of purpose, you know, you're not making other motherfuckers uncomfortable. You going right along with the goddamn, with the programming. If you going along with the programming, they got you where they want you.
Yep.
You're not gonna be able to create different shit. How you gonna manifest it if you don't have different paradigms to pull from?
You just drifting through life. You
You
let
just
other people
drifting.
control you.
You
That's
know what I'm saying? So
Yep,
they
yep,
talk
yep.
about that a lot. But what was you saying?
No, I find that very interesting. I think that I think because I listened to that in audio book. I listened to some of it. I think I probably got to like the third
You
chapter.
talking about
or
Out
so.
with the Devil?
Yeah, before I went to sleep. And it's not that I went to sleep because I was bored by it. I thought it was a very
Yeah.
interesting listen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But most definitely, that's what the problem is today overall for everything that we spoke on is, you know, the devil has got a hold. You know what I mean? And
it's like the semantics of everything. It's not even like the devil.
it's the
niggas
lower
gotta,
side
niggas
of
gotta
this
take
stuff.
out the spookism. It's the evils.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's the evils. And niggas, that's why I go back to the knowing the right and wrong. Like, see, I was privileged to get from my auntie Jenny. I was privileged to get the understanding that I made my own decisions at 13. We came up in a Christian household, but we still had like mystery teachings in a sense. You know what I'm saying? So we come on, let me hit the button, cuz. What the fuck? We come up with that knowledge that the elders give you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just took my kids to go see her, just so she can put the, you know what I'm saying, the spirit of the family in them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? See them, say a prayer over them in her mind and shit like that. But you know, she taught me that, so that made me understand that, nigga, the decisions you make are the decisions you make from like 13.
Yeah.
So if I wanted to do anything, going back to what we was talking about with the Aaliyahs of the world or the Young Boys Incorporated, or whoever you are, that you young and you doing shit and you know right from wrong. Because if you able to think that advanced, to do that much negative, you can do that much positive.
I agree with that.
You know what I'm saying? So sometimes I think that motherfuckers don't believe what they already be knowing.
I think also too that, you know, you gave a good example of the teaching. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And you gave it, that teaching came from somebody who was knowledgeable about, you know, both sides of the spectrum in their life, and that's a great example, I would think. You see what I'm saying? So that's something that a lot of kids are missing today. Like, they're not getting the I call it old head wisdom, due to the fact that they're not listening. Two, they're not reading. Three, you know what I'm saying? They're drifting on their lower. Going back to the devil, I call that's the lower side of you. That's your lower self. You know what I'm saying? Like fallen angel. Or fallen angel is a person who operates out of total not feeling for the sake of feeling, but feeling for the sake of vanity. You know what I'm saying?
Like, what's your angle? Is they always got a motive behind what they doing instead of just, you know, when you living in your higher self, you trying to find ways to employ others with knowledge and bravery and intellect. You know what I'm saying? You trying to reach out and help motherfuckers. Because the more you do that, the more that positive energy you put out into the world. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everything is a battery and it tie back in like electricity. You know what I'm saying? You got your power wires and you got your neutrals.
Right.
And that's what they want you to, you know what I'm saying? That's really what life is. You got to have some niggas with power and you're going to have some niggas that's going to be neutral.
Right.
And it's going to bring that shit back and you have some niggas that's grounded. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And
So you got to pick which one of the motherfuckers you gonna be.
It's not always, because I hear this a lot too, like it's not bad to operate out of, I'll call your shadow side, more or less your lower self. I'm saying that to the sense of, it's good to have a healthy sense of fear. It's good to have a healthy, I call it fear all in all, because it's not always paranoia that's going to drive you to death. Sometimes that could drive you to save your life. For instance, I'll use an example of that. 50 Cent bulletproof all of the cars that he had at one time due to the fact that his life was somebody attempted to murder him. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's good to have a healthy sense of fear, but you know what I'm saying, for the God to operate inside of you, you still gotta take it there. You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of the guy operating inside of you, what's going on with Demonstration Clothing Line?
Demonstration
what's,
Clothing Line.
What's the guy inside of you working toward to get that pushed out more?
All right, so with Demonstration Clothing, the site will be up a little bit later on today. What time is it? The site will be up a little bit earlier today. Later today. And where are we at?
Right there.
Okay, yeah, yep. So I'm giving it by 3:30. It'll be all the way up and out. But I got some good things on there that y'all gonna want to see.
Man, I like that bossed up shirt.
Bossed up demonstration.
That's crazy as fuck.
That's Detroit lingo. That's Michigan lingo. So don't try to steal that. Bossed up demonstration. Also too, I got another line existing in the same. So I'm gonna merge them both together. You're gonna see all of this tonight.
Mm-hmm.
God wants you to be rich.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I got
Them
hats on deck.
Yeah, them hats crazy.
It's all there for you. And also too, shout out to my homegirl Aisha. She was telling me a little while back, well, you gotta put the dresses on. And I got dresses for y'all as
You got
well.
dresses,
I got
nigga?
dresses, I got skirts, I got half. I got it all for you. You know what I'm saying?
You got dresses?
I'm trying to be, no, I am gonna be one of the biggest fashion designers that the world has ever seen. And we're gonna start with this Demonstration Clothing Plus. Demonstration Clothing Plus. Anytime you see that hashtag demonstration, that's how you know it came from me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I said, we got the hats on deck, we got socks on deck, we got everything that you gonna want. I got jackets on deck. Shout out to my nephew because he's very inspiring by the type of clothes that he picks. So I kind of, bounce certain things off of him. He'd be like, yeah, I like that, I like that. So, again, we were talking about that a little earlier, about how some people like to live in their younger selves, right? And I think that fashion is a positive thing or it could be a negative thing. You see what I'm saying? Again, I'm not the kind of person who gonna make like clothes for like girls to be skimpy on. I'm just gonna make fashionable clothes for women. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that women should be the example of what to do and what not to do. You see what I'm saying? Towards other women. I think that men should be the same way towards, like you were talking about, towards younger men. So what you're gonna notice with a lot of my clothing is gonna have good sayings on them. So it's always gonna be a positive affirmation somewhere. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And that's good for the mind because there's so much bad self-talk out here. And I was just at work thinking about this the other day, like, not about myself. It was just like, just maneuvering through life. You see why people become depressed. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They become depressed based on the things they say to themselves. They develop bad habits out of it. And I always said to myself, well,
it's like bad negative repetition.
Yeah.
Like
And I
continuously tell yourself negative shit about yourself. It's like a bad affirmation, a negative affirmation, I should say.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So continuously you got to start living in your affirmations.
Yeah.
You have to start having the courage to, if you have an idea, to exercise and express that idea, get it out there. You know what I'm saying?
So that's my gift. That's my gift to the younger culture, is to always feed them positivity, positive affirmation. And I'm not saying that in the sense of, I'm saying that like it's my demonstration. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what can I give you? I'm going to give you some gold that you can go spend mentally. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's going to manifest into something bigger because you can do anything that you put your mind to. And now hopefully it's a positive thing. So that's what Demonstration Clothing is about. About 3:30, 4 o'clock, you're going to see that drop. I'm going to have it on the community page. You know what I'm saying? So y'all gonna be able to take the link from there and go see what you like. Go browse through it, tell a friend, show a friend, buy something for a friend, hopefully. You know what I mean? That's Demonstration Clothing for you.
Yeah, man. So what's good with, you ain't heard nothing about Whack 100?
Whack 100, man. I ain't really heard nothing except for I really ain't heard nothing from about Whack 100 lately. Hold on, what a minute. I did hear a little bit of something. It was light. I was looking at an interview with China Mac and Scope, Bosco 100, and they were talking about his old fights and whatnot, and talking about Whack 100. And the only thing I really heard about him really was that he took the word zesty from Bosco 100. I don't, that's all foolery though. You know what I'm saying?
Now, don't Bosco got an issue coming up with who did you say earlier?
Actually, China Mac does with the influencer named Nina Boy. Nina Boy is the guy that Bosco 100 previously fought. Previous to that, Bosco 100 fought Gonzo. Rest in peace, Gonzo.
Rest in peace, Gonzo.
These are lightweight celebrity matches, not real big celebrities. Just guys in the corner pocket, so to speak. And instead of it being guns, it's guns down, hands up. I think that's the movement, what they call it. A little
Shout
earlier.
out to guns down, hands up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
A little earlier, y'all familiar with what is it? No Jumper. It was a guy named AD and China Mac. They actually got into a fist fight, and they ended up making some episodes together, and they came on fire. So they do food content together. So you can't make friends out of a fist fight. I ain't even saying go get the fist fight going.
I mean, but shit, when we was young, that's how we got most of our friends. We fought them.
We fought them.
Yeah, shit. Nigga, you fight a nigga, then that's your best friend whole school year.
Yeah.
Cause y'all know y'all get down. You know this nigga ain't no bitch. You know what I'm saying? Then y'all beat another nigga up. Now that's your third friend. You know what I'm saying? Like,
So
just beat niggas in.
beat him in the friend group.
Oh,
Beat
man.
him
Fight
to
club.
the group chat.
Fucking fight club, man. But nigga, that's youthfulness, man.
So
We gotta get back to letting the kids fight again.
Yeah, man.
We gotta stop babying the kids and stop telling them to,
So check it out though. So the guy China Mac, he said it live.
Yeah.
He said he probably Nina Boy probably ain't gonna like me for this, but he bring my name up, I'm gonna tear off into him. Basically, gonna beat his ass.
That's what China Mac said.
That's what China Mac said.
Is
And
he
they
gonna do-
said China Mac got hands. That's what AD said. And AD fought him. So you know what I mean? They both won't admit to who won, but they both are saying they both got hands. So I'm gonna say that's dope right there.
Right.
I was watching the community a clip earlier, and AD called up China Mac, and China Mac said it like, shit, he called me out talking about he gonna make duck meat out of me or something like that. Nina Boy said that about China Mac. He's like, shit, nigga, I'll beat his ass. Basically set the fight up. So I'm interested to see that. I don't think that, disrespecting Nina Boy or nothing like that.
It's just dope to see them niggas is fighting.
Yeah,
They know what's
I
up.
wanna
They
see
know
it.
it's gonna be a good, safe environment. And then they can get they rocks off that way.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
man.
saying? Knock a nigga head off or something. And
You-
then go smoke a blunt.
Go
be
smoke a
cool,
blunt after that. Be cool.
Do
man.
a pod together.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To
Right.
set the next matchup. Because Bosco been in how many fights?
This I think his second.
Bosco been in some
Shit,
fights.
he been in some fights, man.
What's up with Java Low?
I don't know nothing about him no more.
Man, did he fall out the face of the earth? Anybody know about what Java Low?
He had some unsavory allegations on him, man, and then just like everybody, he got dropped from Snoop's previous
Yeah, he
label.
was with Snoop for a minute.
Yep, and then like actually Whack 100 pointed it out, said that he was kind of saying the wrong things about the wrong people at the wrong time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I don't know how true it is. I ain't seen the paperwork, but they say it's something. I don't know. So
Yeah, man, that shit crazy. I thought Java Low was gonna be one of the biggest artists coming out of the West.
out of Long Beach, man.
Out of Long Beach.
Yeah, man.
That shit crazy as fuck.
But it ain't happening, man. Shoot. They
When
ain't
did
got-
Mozzie get out?
He should be getting out soon, right?
I don't know. Didn't he only have like a year and
He
a
got
day or
about a
something?
year, and if I'm not, man, I want to say,
You
did
do
he go
like
in?
80% of that time.
Did he go in around this time?
He in the feds, ain't he? I think it was like last summer almost when he went in.
Last summer.
Yeah, I know Yo Gotti waiting for that move to happen.
Yeah, that's a good move right there, man.
Man, right now, dog, it seems like motherfucking CMG got everybody. I go back to the statement I said earlier about Yo Gotti
Yeah.
promoting and perpetuating
Uh-huh.
that image.
Uh-huh.
Like, he did have a mature album. The album was very mature. You know what I'm saying?
What y'all think
The
about
album was
Angela
very
Simmons
mature.
though?
Yeah, I think he's doing this grown man thing with Angela
I like
Simmons
to see
right
that.
now.
I
I
like
think
to
he's
see
carrying
that.
himself like an adult and all that. I just think that, and he's doing good business with them young artists over there at CMG.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? From Glorilla to what's my man name? The crazy little dark skinned nigga that was involved in the Dolph shooting.
I can't think of his name.
Man, you little whore, that guy.
What's this nigga name?
Mark Johnson.
Yeah,
Black
Black
Youngster, Moneybag Yo. It seemed like everybody over there getting their notoriety. ESTG.
He's looking real prosperous over there.
Who else he got over there? He got Doug over there too. He got
42
42 Doug over there too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and now, you know them niggas ain't just finna just go into no shit without being businessmen and women.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Even with Glorilla, I think listening to her rhymes, I mean, it sound elementary to a certain extent,
Mm-hmm.
but elementary just mean including all real numbers, I believe. But that's another topic. But elementary don't mean that it's not still gonna be complex. And I think she got a good business mind that we're not gonna hear the Meg Thee Stallion complaints.
I don't think we're gonna see nothing
I want
like
to
that.
get out of my deal and all that type of shit.
Yeah.
I think she gonna be good.
I
You know
think
what
so
I'm saying?
too. I definitely think
I
so.
think they making a lot of good money over there at CMG. And then they had Boosie opening up for him. I seen some footage of that. It was like about 6-7 months ago. They was all on tour. Boosie definitely had it rocking. You know what I'm saying? So it was good to see, you know, everybody getting that opportunity off of the wave of CMG.
Yeah, man.
Kind of like that Cash Money wave when
It's good.
everybody
to see.
was eating from Rough Riders to Rockefeller.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a good look right now. I think that he's showing a lot of good business integrity with them dudes.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't hear niggas
yeah.
complaining over there with CMG.
I don't.
You don't
At
hear
all.
them niggas complaining, Them niggas getting that bag.
Mm-hmm.
So shout out to them niggas.
Yeah,
man.
shout out to CMG, man.
Shout out to Glorilla.
I can't say nothing bad about him. I'm sitting there running through my mind, and I'm like, I'm gonna just say it like this as far as entertainment goes, man. Like, Black Youngster is definitely very entertaining. He don't even got to drop nothing.
I think he a better troll than artist.
Yeah.
I think he definitely a better troll than artist. I don't think that he
I just
don't
like
think
his
that
personality.
Yeah, I think that nigga just he wild.
He
as
like
fuck.
Smack from back on Fig.
He wild as fuck.
in his
dog.
way.
That nigga wild as fuck, dog.
Glorilla, I'm proud of. It's weird because I don't like her music at all, but I
I
like.
think it's a lot of good female artists out. Lotto, Glorilla, Meg, Cardi, Nicki. I don't think it's been this motherfucking many female rappers out my whole life. And they good quality artists.
Good quality artists.
They not all out here selling sexual imagery.
I think that's
you know
the
what I'm
reason
saying.
why
They
I
are
like-
sexy.
I
but
think
they're
that's the
not
reason
just
why I
all
like-
every song like that. Tomorrow, that's my shit.
That's why I like Glorilla.
you know
That's why I
what I'm
like
saying? I'm like,
Glorilla.
damn, this shit.
Glorilla is.
It got a certain swag to it.
Glorilla is the kind of girl who, and we laugh about it, like certain people laugh about it, like, you know, she's catering to also men too based on some of the stuff she's saying. It's not that it's manly, but it's universal. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And it's that she giving it, you know, sorry to say, but it is what it is. Jay gave it to us in a more sophisticated way, but she's giving it to us how it is.
Yeah.
Ignorance.
I fuck with
I like
her.
that ignorant
fuck with
shit
her.
when it comes to that. I'm talking about the way Jay said it, like that ignorant shit. If y'all familiar with the song,
But that's back
She
to what we was
is-
talking about.
she is the epitome
Motherfuckers
of.
giving you ignorance, but I feel like she might end up being like Lil Baby and figuring out a way that she can come out with that music and then it just be slap fest after slap fest.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
because I recognize the intelligence in her music.
What you think? You a young artist. You a nigga that's out here with a lot of slapping ass shit. You know what I'm saying? On the local level. You know, I seen y'all niggas with about 6 bands on a video a few months ago. What you feel about the creativity in some of these artists that's
He
supposed
said with about 6
Maybe
bands.
soon. You know what I'm saying? They got some views on
No,
that
I ain't.
motherfucker.
Oh, I thought you was talking about like the actual cake and they had like 6 bands. I was been like that.
You know what I'm
That
talking
nigga was
about?
like 1,
I said
2,
something.
no,
I said,
no, I'm
something,
talking shit.
I said something to him about the song. Like the song, hard as fuck.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So I see why it got the views that it got.
yeah.
But it wasn't like one of them songs that was like. It was one of them songs I think that spoke to the I guess the middle aged youth.
What's the song called? Where can you
What's
find
the
it?
name of that song?
Betrayal.
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 Where can you find it?
on YouTube. You can find it on YouTube. You gotta type in Betrayal Smurf $MU.
Betrayal
Betrayal
Smurf,
Smurf,
$MU.
MURF.
Go check that out.
MURF.
And
Okay.
that shit type pop up, whatever.
So it's on Murph's channel.
Who on that bitch? Cause they got
my man.
he got a little bro on that.
What's the-
motherfucker.
I'm saying, what's his channel?
What's his name? I don't know. He changed it. Blazergram. I know that's his Instagram, but yeah, Blazergram.
Blazer Graham.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Blazer Graham. You can go find out on Blazer Graham. Go check that out, man.
Yeah, that song dope. But just seeing niggas that's really trying to grind and get they music out there, I think that the women are doing it the best right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think that you got some niggas that's, you know, male artists that's doing it, but like the heavyweights are the women.
Yeah, most
You know,
definitely.
I think Drake, 21, Lil Baby, NBA YoungBoy, who the fuck else? I feel like Moneybag. You know what I'm saying? You got some other niggas that's a little, you know, under them. You know, and of course, you know, Detroit got their wave heavy. You know what I'm saying?
They such
But
an influence right now. I'm proud
When you
of that.
talking about motherfuckers holding their own,
Mhm.
Cardi go jump on some shit and make that shit pop.
Yeah, most definitely. Shout out to
You
Cardi.
know what I'm saying? Nicki would go jump on some shit and make that shit pop.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, you got a lot of your heavyweights are women.
Yeah.
Even Lotto, I feel like Lotto, she can do a lot of songs with established artists, and that shit just do
Go up when
it
she
do what
on
it
there,
do.
yeah.
You know, because she got that lyric, that vocabulary. Then you got Rhapsody, Lizzo. I mean, you got more heavyweights that are women than you got that. You know what I'm saying? Males.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to Big Sean and Janae Aiko for bringing that kid in, you know what I'm saying, into the world, man. That was a beautiful situation right there. I've always been a fan of both of them, man. I think they're both two lyrical artists, and that's a great matchup.
Big Sean.
Yeah, man. And Janae Aiko, I like their music that they have together and everything, man. It's word, man. Shout out to
I
that.
think that's what I was saying too. Niggas over eating their experiences, and Big Sean will be making music about their goddamn experiences.
Yeah.
Put
yeah.
it in an artistic way with a lot of different artistry. Because Janae Aiko bring what she bring to the table, then he bring what he bring to the table.
Mm-hmm.
And that shit just, you know, Big Sean is one of the dopest motherfucking artists. Fuck, just out of Detroit, just
Period.
period. You know what I'm saying? His thought process is different.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think that he was one of the artists that held up good money. I mean,
Good
good music with Common.
Yeah.
And was Pusha T there?
Pusha T was there. I think
Big
he was
Sean was there.
I think he was the president.
Yeah, like that early good music rap niggas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think them niggas was, you know, they held
Was
up.
Chainz on that too?
I don't think 2 Chainz was there yet.
Okay.
I don't even know if he was signed to the motherfuckers. I think he was just
Just
affiliated.
with it.
And that's why I think a lot of them partnerships is out there now, because a lot of them niggas had affiliation situations. Even with Young Thug, I think he was affiliated with Rich Gang
Okay.
and Birdman and them. I don't think he signed no contract.
Okay.
Because by then everybody knew not to sign a Birdman.
Yeah, they had got that little.
Everybody knew not to sign a
distribution
Birdman.
deal.
And if he named as an artist in that distribution deal, then they gotta, you know, you gotta get money with him, not foreign, and
Yep.
distribute it to him. You know what I'm saying? So
Yep.
I think that's where a lot of these young artists got these other artists at now. You know what I'm saying? They're able to get the money. You know what I'm saying? I think the older artists back in the day, they complain about the money all the time because they didn't get the money.
They didn't get the
These
money.
young artists, they get the money.
Yes, sir.
They get the money. Maybe it's because the old artists complained about it, but when you got niggas like NBA YoungBoy getting $60 million advances,
The climate has definitely shifted.
what you think Kodak getting?
Kodak,
What you think he gonna get on his new deal?
somewhere around the same, but maybe 100.
I mean, if you gave right now, Kodak is on everybody's song.
It ain't a hit unless Kodak spit.
If Kodak ain't come jump on your shit ain't popping. So I think Kodak gonna get 100 million or more. If they gave Drake, what do he get? 400 million?
I think he got 400 to 600 million, one or the other.
Man, come on, God. They definitely gonna drop that bag on this bitch hitting too. Good luck, my boy. Good luck. Yeah, but I think they gonna give Kodak. They gonna get that nigga 100 million because His artist even trending right now. They got motherfucking, his artist got Boston Richie in the motherfucking headlock right now, man. You ain't see that shit? Man, he got Boston Richie out here looking real fucked up, nigga. He another Florida artist, but I can't remember his Kodak artist name.
Mm-hmm.
He got he put some paperwork out on Boston Richie.
Damn.
Yeah, he put some paperwork out on Boston Richie. And what's my man Jake do the paperwork readouts?
Oh,
Some
some Jake.
I9 Jake. What's his name?
1090 Jake. Shout out to 1090
Shout out to 1090 Jake. 1090 Jake. He did the readout. You know, I guess the boy Boston Richie sent him the paperwork,
Mm-hmm.
and he went through that shit. And he said, "Yeah, it's official. You told, nigga. You sent me this shit like I wasn't gonna be able to sift through this shit and see that you told." So you can go to YouTube and you can see that information with Boston Richie and him. But Boston Richie is an artist that was popping on. I think that nigga signed a Future.
Oh yeah.
Can you look that up? I think Boston Richie signed a Future.
You see the fan at the Pistons game?
What? The nigga that caused the melee?
The guy who saw White Boy Rick walk by like White Boy Rick. White Boy Rick looked back like by the way he like you a snitch.
Yeah, I think that I think White Boy Rick, just like the rest of them, gotta get reminded that you just, you did go against the grain, whether it was, for your own safety or your family's. If you do something, you gotta go, do the crime, you gotta do the time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Lifestyle not to be played with. You know what
Not
I'm
at
saying?
all.
Free
Not
Drake
at all.
Mac. You know what I'm saying? All that. But you can't be running around this motherfucker feeling like you got clout. And I feel like, this nigga feel like he got clout and shit. You know what I'm saying? Talking about the boy, White Boy Rick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Seeing that nigga on different. He was on the BMF documentary sitting down giving his opinion. Who the fuck is giving this nigga the opportunity to voice anything?
You know how it goes nowadays, man. I think that
I think he
The-
signed the Future.
Boston Richie's on the
Boston
Future?
Richie's on the Future.
Because it's talking about he might be kicked off the tour and shit.
I'm telling you, why, nigga? I'm telling you, he might be kicked off the tour because of that paperwork.
yeah, man.
I told you.
That type of stuff, man. If you're gonna live a certain lifestyle, man, understand everything you do come back and haunt you.
Like, niggas is really against that shit. And they should be. You know what I'm saying? Because, them niggas, if you in that lifestyle and you trying to get out that lifestyle,
Mhm.
rap might be your only way.
Yeah.
And you can't take every opportunity and it be no honor amongst thieves and you live in a certain way. You know what I'm saying? And then
Yep.
you think you're gonna take the cheat code out and then you're gonna be telling, nah, nigga, you're gonna have to just go do your time. Like we say, Boosie fought his shit. Speaking of Boosie, what's up with him and T.I.? Is they dropping their shit still? They ain't fucking with it.
Oh no, they're not.
They're probably not dropping that
They're
shit.
not dropping that.
He ain't fucking with T.I.?
I think he unfollowed him off of everything.
He don't follow that
If I'm
nigga?
not mistaken.
I've been looking for the information on that. I ain't seen none. I ain't know. That's news to me. That's breaking news. Them niggas, he unfollowed him?
I believe I seen that sometime last week or the week before.
I think Boosie got a new movie out too. On BoosieMovie.com. You can go
It's
check
called
this out.
BoosieMovie.com.
No, that's where you go check all his movies out.
Oh,
He said he trying to drop like 4 movies a year. He said as he
that's wise.
he was on the 85 South show and he said that he was dropping as he got the motherfucker editing his shit, he got the next nigga shooting his shit.
Mm-hmm.
So he gonna be churning them out. So shout out to Boosie and his team. They got there doing their thing with it. And he said he gonna be pushing them out. And he put that movie out. I think like he put a movie out last year.
Yeah, last year or the year
He
before.
said he made $1 million in a day off that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Made $1 million in a day. And I love Boosie for the fact that he showed niggas how to grind. You know what I'm saying? He showed niggas how to grind, and he showed niggas you can make a way out of no way. So shout out to Boosie. But yeah, man, that's fucked up, Boston Richie, nigga. What about that nigga Bobby Shmurda making that diss track?
With who? Against who?
I think he made the diss track against Gunna.
Oh man,
I think he made the diss track against Gunna.
that's hot air at this point, man.
But Gunna asked for he put an apology out though.
Yeah, he put an apology.
How
out,
you put an
man.
apology out?
You gotta just leave the situation alone.
You gotta leave it alone.
You can't
at
keep
this
poking
point.
the bear, man. You gotta just take what come with it. Hopefully it ain't like some attempt
You
on
need
your
to
life.
take your money and get the fuck away.
Yeah,
fuck
man,
from
just
where
get
you
away.
is.
Yeah.
Leave your mansion if you in Decatur or wherever you at, cause I think soon that verdict come down for Slime. It's gonna get real slippery for niggas.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Cause I think what you think about? You think Thug coming back from this?
Hell no.
We all hope that he coming back from it.
You said Thug, right?
I hope
Okay,
that I hope Thug coming back from
I
this.
ain't gonna say he. I ain't gonna say
Anything is possible. Cause you can't just believe these niggas that's just saying that this is what it is.
But when you watch the court case,
we thought Tory Lanez was good, but fucking
right, he ended. Damn. I don't even. What is up? He ain't had a. What's up with the sentencing?
I think Tory Lanez got 28 years, didn't he? He got slammed.
Wait a minute. So he in there?
I think he already in that bitch, nigga.
for
Ain't
20
nothing-
some years.
Nigga, yeah.
No.
And they trying to appeal that too, but nigga, that nigga did that shit, man. They got this nigga on
No,
the call.
I mean, he
they got
did
him
it.
on the call, apologize, say he wish he never did it. Like nigga, and you had motherfuckers supporting you. You put an album out right before that shit. Right before the trial. Remember you dropped the album?
I thought he was facing 22 years.
Man, that motherfucker. It's right now. He convicted. He convicted. What they say?
A maximum of 22 years.
He ain't get convicted yet.
I don't think so.
I mean, he ain't get
I
sentenced.
don't think he
not
got
convicted.
sentenced yet. Nope.
Man, you don't shoot no motherfucking woman. How you shoot a woman? You don't even hit no woman. So how you
Yep.
shooting one?
Tory Lane is as of January 10th. Okay, yeah, Tory Lane's has a delayed sentence and a new lawyer. So.
He got because I think they appealing that shit.
Mm-hmm.
But he gonna, if, at the very least, he gonna get manslaughter.
You think
Tory Lane
yeah,
gonna get manslaughter.
Yeah.
He gonna do the time. But I can't believe that nigga lied to everybody though.
So now, with him being drunk and also, what's the girl name? What's the other girl's name?
Who?
The other girl he was boning, not Tory. I mean, not Megan. The other girl said something along the lines of when he said on the phone, I can't believe I did that. Some people were speculating because he didn't clearly say he did anything.
Yeah.
That he might not have been talking about actually shooting her, but actually having the gun and pulling it out.
But why would you pull your gun out on a woman though?
And it's
That don't
also
make no
speculated that,
Anytime you pull your gun out on a woman, you should go to jail for at least half a life.
but it's also
You know what I'm saying?
it's also
That should be the
speculated.
minimal charge.
It's also speculated that
'Cause she ain't doing
Meg
nothing, but-
and the other
yeah.
girl actually got into it, and the gun was in their possession.
You know what it remind me of? Belly. When they came and picked up Keisha first
Right,
because of her ignorance and following the man.
right.
You know what I'm saying? That's kind of what it remind me of with, you know what I'm saying, with Meg. Like, she was getting led into this shit and made out to look like a liar, and all her people trying to help cover it up. That the fact that Tory did what he did. Maybe she ain't. Did she call the police, or did the police get?
I don't think she called
Who
the
called the
police.
police?
If I'm not mistaken, I think she tried to avoid the police. I think that the
So
neighbor,
don't that sound like a misguided girlfriend?
it was the neighbor on the balcony who actually called the police. He watched and seen everything.
So that's a girl trying to, you know, nigga. If you niggas be want women to be submissive, but they be leading them down into some bullshit. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then they be looking for validation from other niggas on the bullshit they lead their women down. They want to call you with the bullshit.
Sounds like a whole bunch of stupid people.
Oh man, Tory Lane shit just took it. Ain't no accountability with niggas sometimes, man. Sometimes you just gotta be like, I fucked up. I'm caught red-handed. It is what it is. Niggas don't be doing that shit, man. They be just trying to fight for freedom.
Self-preservation. He's a stupid person because you definitely did it.
If a gun went off and they able to prove that, but my thing is, I thought they didn't have no gun residue on his hand. What did he wipe it off instantly?
So that's where my statement earlier is
I'm
coming.
confused on that.
That's
He
what my
didn't have
statement
no
is.
gunpowder
That's what
on
my
his
statement
hand.
is coming from. So
That's
the
confusing
gunpowder
as fuck.
was on their hands, right? And he had the gun, No doubt, it was his gun. But the gunpowder wasn't on there, and they said that Kelsey and Meg were kind of scuffling. But then they said they wasn't. So I don't know. I won't just sit. I'm gonna be honest right now. I guess I'm gonna let it all out. I don't think that Tory did that shit.
I don't know.
I think that they're covering it up for each other because two things. Meg said that Tory said dance bitch, and then they asked Kelsey, and Kelsey said, who the fuck said that? Dance bitch? You told me you got a gun. You what is it, 5 times they shot? 5 times shot. Now she was shot. Bullet fragments go into the ground, and this nigga screaming dance bitch.
I don't know. I mean, if you feeling yourself and you already know you went past the limit, and you just gonna be disrespectful, you shooting at women, you might as well just say whatever the fuck you want to say, I guess.
Yeah.
So I'm not putting nothing past him. You shot, you pull your gun out, and you discharge your weapon because of a woman.
But did he discharge the weapon?
You deserve to be in jail. Obviously, a jury of his peers said he did.
But how many times have the jury been wrong about people?
But the evidence is pointing to him doing it.
And the evidence ain't pointing to him doing it.
The only thing that is the gunpowder. That's the thing that's confusing. I'm not saying you can't get gunpowder off your hands. How long did it take before the officer got there?
Let's keep it real, man. You can piss on your hands and get the gunpowder off.
And I mean, if he was drinking and he had to piss,
Mm-hmm.
who knows?
You can piss. Yep. You can piss on your hands and get the gunpowder off. So
What is the uric acid in your hands burns it
You
up?
can kill all of that. So
no, you know.
with that being said, I don't want to make it seem like I'm on Tory's side because he obviously
Yeah, I'm definitely not on Tory's
most
side.
likely did that shit. It's just that some things are still having me like, did he actually really do that?
What you think about
It's got me questioning. I should say it that
what
way.
you think
It's got
about
me
Young Turk saying that he don't give a fuck who the rat is? You treat him like a rat. Is he wrong for that? Is the industry changing to now they accepting get out of jail free cards?
Yeah, the
Is
industry
that? Do you think that's where it's going? Regardless of how you feel about it, is the industry going to get out of jail free cards?
I think that it's always been that way. Now it's just starting to be exposed. I think there's always been rats, or there always will be rats.
Do you think Tupac was ratting in his music?
No, I don't think that. I think that was art.
You think that was art? That wasn't him telling on Biggie them in his music?
Mm-mm.
But it kind of is though. It's no matter how you look at it. You got to draw the line with everybody and everything. You got to draw the line.
I think that it was art due to the fact that I don't even think Biggie had anything to do with Tupac getting shot.
But he knew.
Who knew?
He knew. Big knew. Big knew.
I think
Big didn't snitch though.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I think a nigga that's, you know, if you know this nigga is from that neighborhood, and he said, Big said he warned that nigga like, man, them ain't good niggas to be around, man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not really trying to dwell on the Pac thing. I'm just saying, from the greats to the as of late, this shit has obviously been going on. You know what I'm saying? So even with Snoop Dogg and Reggie White alleged comments of him telling police that Dr. Dre killed Snoop. I mean, Suge Knight.
Say, God damn, Dre! No,
Suge
Dr.
Knight
Dre.
killed Pac.
No
I'm
wonder
sorry.
you named it Aftermath after he named it Life After Death, and after he
Mm.
named it, what was Tupac gonna name it? Because it's the same name as Life After Death, but I think it's in a Latin. I forgot.
I don't know. I can't tell you. But it just seems that this kind of, it's like get away with it in the dark kind of culture. You know what I'm saying? Like, is that always what's been going on? And now social media is putting it out there. Now it's easier to catch a thief.
I think since
Is it easier to catch a thief with cameras and social media?
hip hop has been popular, you saying
catch all the shooters.
Like how you know what I'm saying? That's how you
Yeah.
catching the shooters. That's how you catch it. You know, because
you saying that in hip hop, you saying
just in general.
Yeah,
it's easier
yeah.
to catch a motherfucking criminal.
Yeah, most definitely.
And then now it's
The
easy,
irony-
even with like the baby,
Uh-huh.
you know, in his video statement that he gave up about some people he had a shootout with,
Mm-hmm.
that he could have lied in some places, because you gotta lie. You know what I'm saying? You have to be able to. Like I said, if you a licensed gun carrier, then you got to be able to go in that motherfucker, get your statement, but don't incriminate nobody. I had a shootout with some guys. I don't know what they look like. It was the heat of the moment. I don't really know what they was in the car, or they was not in the car. Even if you got it twisted, they was on foot if they was in the car. You know what I'm saying? However, you got to make it so the police get thrown off, but you make your statement, stay in compliance, and keep it moving.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I think the industry is missing. It don't have no integrity.
I don't think that the game has ever had any integrity.
You don't think so?
I don't think the street life has ever had any integrity.
What about the new evidence of Jam Master Jay and his involvement with BMF?
I think that was kind of like a
Look how long that information took to come out. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't just they wasn't putting that information out there quickly.
well, that's what I'm trying to say though. Like, I don't think that the game has ever had any integrity. So let me go back to Jam Master Jay and him being part of BMF and then ultimately his demise of being shot. That right there shows a sign of no integrity. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Him being shot over something we still obviously don't know exactly yet, but we do know that he owed somebody. It showed back in the day they did say that he did have a spat with a drug dealer and he owed some X amount of money. You see what I'm saying? So you can look at it from both sides of the coin and say, well, he lived the street life, he ain't have no integrity and not paying, and vice versa for this to that or the other. But whoever, I won't say I don't care who did that, but what I mean by that, all of that is the game has always been fucked up and will be fucked up. The streets ain't got no rules, and that also means that the top players are always gonna find their ways out. They're gonna say, I'm telling, or I'm gonna let him do the bid for me because I got the most money. I'm gonna pay him to shut up, go do that time. He probably gonna die in that bitch. I'm thinking from a more negative side. He probably gonna die in that bitch, and I ain't never gotta pay him back. Fuck his family.
And that's what you think like a Suge Knight situation is right now? Like he locked up, niggas owe him bread.
Yeah, most
They know
definitely.
they ain't gonna never have to pay him.
Cause
what, Suge got life?
I think he got life.
Think Suge got life? So it happened like that. Ain't no, you know, for the niggas that go out there and do the bravery shit for niggas and go champion for niggas and get their money, i.e. Suge Knight, it ain't no nigga that hold it down for them.
But then you got people like Wack 100 who actually spent the money to bury his mom for him.
Suge?
Yeah,
I mean, cause Suge did a lot for people.
that's
You
what
know,
I'm saying.
People forget Suge did a lot for people.
He definitely did. That's still doing something for him though. You see what I'm saying? And Lord knows if Wack is actually still sending him bread or not. Like if you doing shit like that, that's not something people just actually say out loud. Like I'll send money to him all the time.
Right,
You see what I'm
especially if
saying?
you're doing it out of sincerity.
Right.
You're not gonna be, you ain't gonna be throwing that out there all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
But ultimately though, I think the game has always been fucked up. I think it always will be fucked up. I think it's gonna get worse, and before it gets better. You see what I'm saying? I do think that we're gonna have this culture. I'll call it this culture. We'll have a time of reckoning, to where it's just gonna become so overwhelming that for the most part, the majority will have to pay the piper for it. And what that actually is gonna be, I'm not sure what it is, but it always happens. The mass majority always pays the piper for something that individuals do. And what I mean by that it directly is, I'll call it crime culture. I don't want to say the wrong thing. I want to call it crime culture. People think it's cool and it's not cool. There's no morals, and then it's getting less and less, and the majority of us will pay the piper for that.
yeah, that's the major issue. That's the major issue. You know what I'm saying? Because the consequences is never taught. It's all about just going to do it. You know what I'm saying? So then nobody tells Suge Knight nothing. You don't hear about Suge Knight mentor.
Mm-mm.
You just hear about Suge Knight's actions and mentoring for other motherfuckers.
Suge came from a good family, they say. But his surroundings obviously weren't the best of surroundings. The good thing about it is Suge was a great businessman. His practices weren't always great, but as far as raising money and getting the money to where they needed to be, he always, saw it through. You know what I'm saying? There's people giving accounts of him going to get back certain monies for individuals when they weren't properly paid and all of that. So I will tilt my hat to him in a very reckless way. Suge Knight has taken care of a lot of people. The downside about it is he was also misguided himself. You know what I'm saying? So I think we see that with a lot of, especially that whole era right there, except for the Snoop Dogg's and the Nas's, like, you know.
And that's why I think we got to, like, you know, you can't get mad at the drill rappers because of the gangster rappers, you got drill rappers.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And then you got niggas that's showing they suckers because we trying to get in here and lobby against niggas using the court systems using their voice. I mean lyrics against the artist.
Yeah.
But before it was these niggas going to jail, y'all wasn't doing that shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it be like niggas don't be maturing. They see the shit too late. You know what I'm saying? Like when Project Pat was going to jail for his lyrics, niggas wasn't lobbying against that shit when they should have been this should have been something that was already taken care of, because maybe you would have a Casanova 2 times out here ready to drop his music. You know what I'm saying?
Casanova shot at somebody, I believe, in Florida, and that shit was on fucking video. Him and somebody was trying to kill.
So should he get life for that?
No, I don't think he should get life for it, because the guy didn't come. How can I say this? In a way of not condoning violence, he definitely is in jail right now. Now, I think he's served his time based on him committing that crime.
Right.
I don't believe that he should do life for other people's actions.
And he got indicted, right?
Yeah, he was indicted. He's not a kingpin. He's just a rapper who had money, who was with the gang. You see what I'm saying? A lot of times, a lot of those charges are so trumped up. They're like, oh, how can I just have him pay back this state? Oh, we're gonna keep him in here for a long time. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And yeah, showing niggas, giving other people examples of not to do certain dirty works, and I agree partially with that. But he definitely does not deserve life for other people going to commit crimes.
Nah.
You know what I mean? That's asinine. I think the whole gang injunction and RICO Act is super trumped up and is used as a tool for mass incarceration.
Yeah, so you can send niggas in packs to jail.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's all that's geared up for.
Yeah. And then you hear what they put, I might be saying this wrong, but what they put on, like when you're living in California and say they know you're a part of a gang. What they put I forgot what it is. What they give you, it's a 3-strike law. I think we all know that. And also too, like when it's a gang injunction, y'all out there, y'all help me out if y'all know. I think they give you like 20 years on top of whatever it might be if you're a gang member. It's something like that. And that's just crazy. Like, what do you mean? So you mean to tell me since I was walking with these niggas, I gotta go to jail forever?
That's super trumped up, because they don't want niggas to run in packs. Even if you're running in packs and doing something positive, they'll try to find a negative in it.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's what it is, man. That's what it is. What else you got?
Let me see. What was that? Give me a second, y'all.
Demo TV 369 YouTube, like and subscribe.
Yeah. Y'all get over there, man, and show brother some love, man.
Yeah.
Demo TV 369.
Like and subscribe.
Yes. Let me see. Service browser girls. No. Okay, yeah. This is a conversation that I think a young lady was having the other day, and I think is very interesting. So, I love the club, and what I mean by I love the club is I like to go to the club and actually dance.
Right.
No, I'm not some flamboyant kid who's gonna be out there like doing crazy shit. Nah, I'm gonna go out there. I like to, you know what I'm saying? I like to go dance salsa with chicks. You don't even gotta be Spanish to do that. You just gotta love to dance. So I like the interaction with women, right? Now, and you could take your girl to go do that. It don't gotta be this, you could be either meeting new people or you take your girl out dancing. It's cool. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
But the culture has become, I'm going to the club, I'm buying the section, and it's gonna be a whole bunch of wallflowers, looking at me while I drink a little bit. I got a bottle of Ace of Spades there that costs $3,000. I know I'm overcharging, but you might as well say that because the section costs $3,000, sometimes $10,000. You know what I'm saying? So now you in this section, and when you look around the club, everybody got 4 corners worth of section, and everybody just standing under somebody just to say that they were standing next to them. What do y'all think about that? Y'all think that club culture is also killing the game as far as like people going out there
I mean,
just
I
to
don't,
like
I
meet
don't
people?
think I don't think niggas really fuck with the clubs like that no more. Like motherfuckers is fucking with life experiences more than the club. You know what I'm saying? I think that motherfuckers is just like shit. I'd rather go on trips than the club.
Yeah, I'm speaking to people who actually still club though. I heard a young lady say like, "Oh, I was just down in Dallas and I went to all the clubs down there just to see the club hop, see what I could see." And she said that's all she saw while she was in the club was men standing next to men, and they're not even, you know what I'm saying? Just like a whole bunch of buffoonery. Women not even dancing really no more. Just they trying to stand next to somebody who's.
I mean, it might just be something that's just dying out.
Yeah, man.
Might be something that's dying out that might be good for people. Like I said, experiences is better than just hitting the club every week. So, I don't know.
The club though, not the club to where you hit it every week. I'm saying that like maybe you was a single man, or maybe you and your girl just want to go, out. Like that's normal. You know what I'm saying? For you to want to go out, and yeah, trips and all that, that's cool. But if you want to say, babe, let's go, and then you go there, and then all of a sudden you just see a whole bunch of guys with mean mugs on their faces and girls with, you know what I'm saying? Like they look like they gonna hit you with the bottle. It's like, dang, man, people taking away the humanity in humanity. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so that's everything, though. I think that's everything. What you think?
Shoot, man, it's everything. If it's a rap, it's a rap.
I think it's a wrap. Thank you, hit the button.
Demo TV 369, politically incorrect.
Like and subscribe.
Like, share, and subscribe. Again, get over to Demo TV 369. Like, share, and subscribe. I'll talk to y'all in a minute.
Peace.